Lovely. Hello, everybody. Hey, Joe. Hey, Ann. Hey, Trees. Hey, Morgan. Hey, Pat.
Hi.
Joe Bob's here. Yay. We're happy to see
Bob's
her.
here.
Welcome to the podcast. How is everybody besides it being Monday and Monday sucking?
Oh, I can see a play icon in the middle of our screens, in the middle of us. Does that mean anything for me?
No,
I
no,
don't see it.
I
How
don't see it.
bizarre.
That's
I've,
bizarre.
oh, that's wow. DuckDuckGo and StreamYard. I'm really tempted to hit it, but that might mean that the live would go to my Insta.
It's going.
That's
It's going.
weird.
If you want to throw it to your Insta, you can, but I don't know.
Wow.
We're on YouTube now. We're live, as far as I can tell.
Fantastic. Hello, welcome everybody. I just made it in time. Rearrange
What's
my
everybody up
office.
to? What's
Oh,
everyone up to,
hello,
ladies?
Morgan. Hello, Anne. Hi,
Hello.
Therese. Hello, Miss Liz
Hi,
Clothier.
Joe
Clothier.
What a day.
You know, I'm French. Now.
Clothier. What a beautiful spring day here in the middle of nowhere, Australia. Welcome to all our friends. I'm so grateful to have you here with us today. Let's get to it. What are you guys knitting on?
All right, I'm gonna go first because I'm gonna start with what I'm wearing.
I was going to ask you what you were wearing, so that's go.
So that wait, hold on. Let me try to position this. There we go. So this
Ooh,
is,
that's
and of course, I'm
pretty.
gonna forget the name. It's a Truly Myrtle design. I'm gonna forget
Floozy?
what it's. Yes, that the floozy. So this is my
The only
floozy
one I know, besides
cardigan.
it's the only color work one of hers I know. So
You little
Yes,
floozy, you.
that's right. So I forget when I
Wow.
made that. This was a couple, maybe like 2 years ago, I want to say, maybe. Um, I really liked this pattern. I at the time thought I wasn't gonna have enough of the green to, knit the whole, body and do the sleeves, and so I was like panicking because this was it was a custom dye job, so I was really
Mm-hmm.
afraid that I wasn't gonna have enough, but
Mm-hmm.
thankfully I did, and I still have some left over that I'm still deciding what I want to do with. But yeah, I really love this pattern. Um,
Yeah.
but for what
Beautiful.
I, thank
can I
you.
can I ask you? I'm
Yeah,
sure we can all guess the significance of your color scheme.
the funny thing about that was that it was very unintentional, actually.
Of
I didn't
course.
even intend. I
Of course.
promise, Joe Bob. I
Of
promise.
course.
It
I
just
really
so
like it.
happened.
I like it too. I think the color suits you really well.
Is that
Thank you.
fingering or
It
DK?
is
Is it fingering?
fingering. Yep.
Perfect.
So it's
Very
Wow. I
nice.
need to get
nice.
that. I need to knit that.
It's a very
Is that
That
one
is
you'd
nice,
so
recommend?
nice.
nice pattern for sure. It's a really nice, well-written pattern. The
Mm-hmm.
only thing that I did that wasn't even the pattern's fault, I think it was just what I ended up doing, was I wish I would have done a more elastic bind off on the sleeves because I can't like roll them up past here.
Oh, yeah,
So,
bit tight.
but really, that's really the only thing that I would change. Otherwise, I mean, it fits really nice. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's roomy enough where, but it doesn't feel like it's like oversized, either where I'm like
Mm-hmm.
drowning in it. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, it's
That's a good
nice
tip.
and cozy.
That is a
That's a
good tip
Yeah.
to
good
remember.
tip.
hmm
I
Yeah.
think we've all done that where we've bound off in a way that is not
Way
conducive to
too
the way we
tight.
wear the garment. I've done that on socks too. The
Yeah.
first couple pair of socks I did
Yeah.
not realize,
Ugh.
and they did not fit.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
very cool.
But I've been working on a project for Neil that I don't know if you ladies remember the last time I showed it. It was that hat that kept growing and growing
Mhm.
and growing. So,
Mhm.
what I ended up doing was I ended up abandoning that. I started over with new colors,
Ooh.
Those are pretty.
and
Yeah.
this is my third time doing this hat.
Uh-oh.
So I actually finished the whole thing, took pictures,
Mhm.
sent it to Neil. The problem was that it was so, and again, it's because of my crochet
Hey,
gauge.
Cheryl.
I haven't
Hang
like
on, hang on.
perfected it. Yeah.
Are you sure it's not Neil's crochet gauge that's the problem?
No,
Yeah,
no,
You
it's
sure?
mine.
you sure?
I'm
'Cause
absolutely
Mm.
sure because the last time
Okay.
I crocheted something for somebody, my gauge was so off. It was the Oogie
Yeah.
Boogie jackets. Um,
Uh-huh.
and on me, it was like a dress.
Ooh.
And so the
Oh,
person I
okay.
made it for, she's quite a bit smaller than me, both width
Yeah.
wise and height wise. So,
Mhm.
so I was really scared because I was like, oh no, if this is a dress on me, it's gonna be like,
Yeah.
you know, a full length,
I just
you
thought
know,
I
gown
thought Neil
basically.
was I thought Neil was just culturally appropriating his Jamaican roots or something because it looked like a big Rasta hat for
it
your
did, yeah.
dreadlocks.
Is this
Yeah,
one
Hello,
better
Neil
so
scale
James.
wise?
yes,
Is this
so
one better?
I ripped that whole thing out because I just wanted
Mm.
to finish it just so that we could, kind of confirm some things with the pattern, just so that the
Yep.
pattern was all set to go and could, be,
Published. Or,
published. Yeah. So I
yeah.
decided to rip out and start it again so I could actually have a proper fitting hat. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Wow. No, I
yeah,
thought it was a Rasta hat. I thought it was for someone with a big, bundle of dreadlocks the way you were going on it. It was like a huge dinner plate.
yep. I don't know what was going on because I
Mhm.
wasn't increasing as Neil claims. I swear, it just
Okay.
kept going and going. And I'm like, what's happening? And so then yeah,
I thought
so
perhaps you I thought perhaps you had correct gauge and Neil James was doing his whitey tidy gauge.
oh no, no, it was all me this time. That's
Wow.
that's so I think for the
Wow.
new year,
So
one of my like crafting goals is to crochet more like hats and like stuff like that because I really want to perfect my gauge with crochet. So
right.
make it more
Wow.
consistent.
Go
I
on,
have never,
Right.
go
I
on
have
Bag and
never
Tape
ever,
Crochet.
I have never gauge swatched in crochet in 40 something years. And I used to make garments and all. I've never, it wasn't until I started knitting that I actually ever bothered. It's weird.
Hmm.
To me, it's just crochet, just
Swatches lie.
exactly. And swatches lie in crochet.
Hmm.
So I just usually go for it. And then if it doesn't work, I pull back.
So can
But
I ask you,
Tabitha
Morgan,
does a
would you knit
swatch.
the floozy again?
Yes. The thing is
You
though, is that
would.
my whole well, yes. The only thing is that I'm somebody that I mean I've just kind of come to realize that I'm not somebody who will typically knit the same thing twice. There's a couple exceptions
Okay.
that I have so far. Um,
Hmm.
but like like for example, I don't know if you saw those Star Wars mitts that I made a while back. It was
Hmm.
probably over like a year ago now. They were originally going to
Hmm.
be for me, but as soon as my
Right.
mom saw them, she goes,
Oh.
I really, really want a pair of those. And I knew that I would get done with them and then I wouldn't want to make another pair, so I just gave them to her because I'm like, I know
Okay.
I'm not going to want to make another pair probably. So I mean, maybe one day I
Yeah.
might, but generally I tend to not knit the same thing twice. But I could definitely see
Okay.
myself making another one day, I think.
After seeing the colours you used on your what was it, exploration station, I could
Mhm.
see you doing like darker, more autumnal colours in that cardigan, in that sweater.
Mhm. Definitely.
Yeah, yeah, and people wouldn't realise that it's the same, same design if you did it in some deeper, darker colours. But
Oh,
even
definitely.
I'm looking at it going, oh, yellow. But no, I really like the greens and I like the way you've put the colours together.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Yes,
Very
kind of
nice.
reminiscent of my team finally winning.
Mm,
So, Anne, what are you
okay
up to
then.
these days?
Well, I just got back from seeing Morgan in Wisconsin.
That's
So
right.
that was super fun.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
We're
wait. Hold
yeah,
on.
we're jealous.
Mm-hmm.
Very jealous.
Hey, I'm
Very
repping my
cool.
hoodie. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. We
It
we
was.
went
Wow.
to the Nerdrotic Wisconsin meetup
Yeah.
in Milwaukee. And
I'm
yeah, it was
so
great.
jealous.
Yeah, and my brother was there too. So,
Hmm.
Morgan got to meet us
Oh
both.
yeah. I saw
Y'all
that very
brave
complimentary
Milwaukee.
photo of Max keeping you company in the car. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Good girl. Good sister. You're the best sister ever.
Did you tell Gary that you guys were some of Carrie's knitters?
I mentioned it, yeah. And no, Gary was great. He was hilarious. But
So
yes, very
nice.
enthusiastic. Thanked me for being part of the 9.9% of female viewers. And I said, knitters turn
Aw,
out. And he said yes. And that he loved Carrie. And of course, who
aw,
doesn't love Carrie?
true. That
Wow.
is true.
Yeah, so that was nice. Oh, I also got to meet
How
Mrs. Nerdrotic, which was almost cooler than meeting Gary because she is so awesome.
Hmm.
And,
how long did the event go for, Anne?
it was about a 3-hour event. People stuck around for
Oh.
a little bit longer, but yeah, most of it was kind
Hmm.
of spent standing in line because it's a really cool brewery. I forget, Great Lakes Distillery is what it was
Yep.
called. And they have this kind of back
Right.
room, which is, I mean, they rented out for events. There's like a bar set up there, but there's all of their barrels and their aging, and they have these massive, like copper steampunk looking things going
Wow.
on, conveyor belt for the bottles and everything. And yeah, it was a great crowd. Lots of great people. Saw
Fantastic.
poor Amarada and her boyfriend Sheepsidian. They were really cool.
Yeah.
Saw Lady Gravemaster, who is a mod for the Nerdrotic channel. She was nice. She's also
Yep.
from South Dakota. Yeah,
Oh.
X-Ray Girl was there. She liked her hats.
Oh,
So
good.
Oh, she's lovely. She's so
Mhm.
nice.
yeah, she was
What
very
she
Yay.
puts up with from those guys.
Indeed. Well,
Oh,
good.
that's
I'm glad we were
amazing.
jealous when you posted pictures.
I'm
We
so
were jealous.
jealous.
But
Super
But yeah,
jealous.
Max got his Spider-Man game signed by Gary, saying Miles Morales is
Miles
Miles
Morales.
Morales.
Miles
on it.
Morales. Yep.
Yeah.
I keep saying that. My son's
Fantastic.
playing the game. He's playing the Spider-Man video game, the second one, and I keep saying that anytime he mentions that Miles Morales. I'm like, well, Miles Morales is Miles Morales. And
Is
he's
Miles
like, Mom, stop.
Morales. Yeah.
Like, stop already. I get it.
Fantastic. Oh, that's so much fun. What a great social event. Something out of the ordinary. All the people we watch every week. Well, I watch
Yeah.
every week. I love
Yeah.
that. I love that you guys did that and you got to catch up with each other. Very cool.
We braved so I actually ended up getting lost twice trying to find, and my GPS thing in my car kept shutting off because of the signal. And so I was driving around in circles in Milwaukee, being like, where do I go?
How
and
frustrating.
Then poor Anne and her brother were like, we don't know where we're going.
Well, we
like,
got lost, but we got lost on foot
Well,
because our hotel room. So there's a parking garage in our hotel room. So we went to the brewery. We're like, okay, here's where it is. We're just a few minutes away. So we go ahead and we drive over to our hotel to drop our stuff off. And apparently there was another event that night.
Oh,
so they
no.
were renting out the parking for that. I said, no, we're at the hotel. So we finally get parked in the garage. And then there was like this sort of interior food court right from the parking garage. So we got lost in there, turned around, didn't know where the hotel was, had to walk outside, then around the block. Finally found it. Finally got the hotel. Finally got back to the car. Then we ended up late for the event by a few minutes, but you know.
That's all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Frustrating, especially when you went to the trouble to scope out where it was first. Oh,
Yeah.
I do that. I have to admit, I always try to do that. If I'm uncertain and I need to be there on time, yeah. Wow. And what are you knitting on, Miss Anne?
Oh, I am knitting on my puritanical knitting fun run shawl that I haven't finished and needs to be finished by the end of November.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So
I hear you.
I have a wee bit of a confession. I never started one.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
What?
I know. I'm like, okay, because I keep telling
out of the
myself,
club.
I know. I'm like, okay, you need to start. You need to start. And then also, I need to do the mitten thing, which I also still haven't done.
I know. I still haven't either. Don't tell Neil, okay?
Okay.
It'll be just our secret.
Get your crayons out.
Right.
Mittens,
So-
what mittens?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. It's too
Yeah, I haven't
technical for
done
me. Just give me the pattern and I'll make it. I'll knit it. But
Yeah.
crayons, too technical. So what else, Anne? You can't be just knitting on one thing. You are not that monogamous.
Well, I finished my other things.
All the hats.
I made 2 hats for Gary, and then I made an X-Ray Girl one and a Mark the Cyborg one.
That was so cute. Okay.
They were very cool.
Yeah, so I have
Very
a
cool.
couple of ideas of what to make next, but just currently working away on this because
On the
I have to.
puritanical.
It's my
for
own
the-
darn
And so
talent.
where do we find photos of everybody's works that are completed? Where can we have a look?
on Instagram under that hashtag puritanical knitting fun run.
And we have till the end of the month for pictures, yes?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, good, because I had a dilemma with mine
Oh no.
because when I went to soak it and block it, it felted,
Oh.
and it's too small for
Oh,
my
you're
daughter
going to
now.
show
And
us?
no,
Where is it?
I
Oh,
haven't.
you're not
It's
even going to
in
show
this month.
us?
No, I'm going to show you next week once I get buttons and everything on.
Okay.
'Cause it's still totally wearable. It looks really warm. It's just too small in the
Yeah.
underarm for my daughter now, so I'm probably going to give it to my son's girlfriend because she'll like it. But I started another one for my
yeah.
daughter, so I got to split the sleeves today. So I have till the end of the month to finish it and take pictures because we have accessories and everything for it, and I promised
Uh-oh.
her a black cardigan, so I need to
Right.
get it done.
Right.
And I blocked it and soaked it in the washer in the rinse cycle the same way I do every other superwash yarn. I've never had this problem before, but it totally felted. The texture is really great now, though. It's really soft and warm, but it just doesn't fit her. So now I know better. But
goodness.
but I did finally sew buttons on my sock arm cardigan, at least the first one anyway. The one I did
Yeah.
for my daughter, and then I finished sew the buttons on mine.
Mhm.
So
Oh, wow.
nice.
Yeah,
I can
that is
wear it on
cute.
Thanksgiving. It's really nice
That
and
is
warm,
super
and
cute.
I like the pattern. It's a good pattern if you've never knit a sweater. I'm sure the sweater one
Right.
is fine too. It's got seams, so if people who like seamed garments will like
Yep.
it because there's shoulder seams. It's pretty easy to follow. There's a bunch of different sizes, and it just looks really cool with the self-striping yarn. And I have a purple and black one that I'm still working on, but I put that aside till whenever we do a knit along, and then I'll work on it
Sure.
some more. But this is yarn is from Mustache Yarns. Is their Mordor Fun Run colorway for the sleeves.
Yep.
And then the purple is from Yarn Cafe Creations. I think it's berry something. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. It's done, and I finally had to get cross stitch a Broadway floss to sew the buttons on because I didn't have anything that matched at home. So I got that today. Because I don't like using the yarn because it'll stretch, and also the holes in the buttons were too small to use the yarn anyway. And I don't like to pull apart the plies and use that because it's not as strong.
Mhm.
Yep.
So
No, it's a good
I like
idea to
using
use
the
a floss or cotton.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then I blocked my shawl, my Rosie shawl, which I'll be putting out for test knitters on the weekend. If anyone wants to test knit, I will put a
That's
call
so
out.
pretty.
It's 1.5 skeins of fingering weight. Really simple. Got a really simple cable. You don't even need a chart because it's the same 8 rows that repeat the entire shawl. And the rest is garter. So test knit will be out on.
Is it tapered on the end, or is it
Yes.
just square?
It's tapered.
It's tapered.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Oh, cute.
And
Okay,
then
very nice.
when you do the border on the one side goes all the way across the end. So
Very pretty.
so I'll be
Whose
doing
yarn is
test knit.
that?
This is Toad Hollow NJ. It's their Moonstone colorway. I've had it about 3 years because they stopped dyeing yarn for a while, and now they've gone back to dyeing yarn. But I've been hoarding this colorway.
Oh, lovely.
'Cause it's
Nice
so pretty.
color. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
I'm
blue greens
hoping
that you
to-
love.
I know. I'm excited. And it's long enough that you can twist it around your neck a couple times. But since it's fingering, it's not so heavy.
Mhm.
And it's mostly garter. I mean, it's pretty much mindless garter with a simple cable up the side.
Which
So,
is nice.
Yep.
I'm hoping to test knit that one. I'm excited for it.
yay. Tara might be
Good.
test knitting it too, so I'm excited.
That'll be good.
It's a nice gift knit because doesn't take too long. And my daughter's already trying to claim this one because she loves the color. I'm telling her no, it's mine. So that's all my stuff. My other stuff's on hold until I
Very
get this black
nice.
cardigan done in time for the end of the month so I can take really cool pictures and
Yep.
make it all anti-puritanical. So.
What about you,
Trace,
Miss
what you working
Therese?
on?
What are you knitting on? Yeah. What you doing?
I have 2 finished objects.
Yay.
Oh,
I have
you've been busy.
a puritanical knitting fun run finished
Yay.
scarf.
Sure. Very nice.
Nice. You'll get a lot of wear out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, so Neil James,
Mm-hmm.
he showed some
People named him.
Tunisian crochet he was doing.
Oh, yeah, last week.
And so, of course, I was, peer pressure. Here's a new drug.
Mhm.
So I went down a Tunisian crochet rabbit hole.
Wow.
This is not okay. This isn't done. It needs embellishment, and I'll talk about that in a second. So I have a
Mhm.
Tunisian crochet.
Is that sparkly?
Nope, scarf that I did in 2 days.
Wow.
Can you put that closer to the camera? So yeah, it looks like sparkle yarn. It must be all
It
little
does.
It's not.
variegations.
What it has, it's 85% acrylic, 15% hemp. So it's
Oh.
Ah,
it's like a tweed. You know how where you got the little bits in
little
it. That's-
pieces.
What's that?
Yeah. Yeah, it's so
cool.
it's got little
Tom-Tom
pieces
yarn.
woven into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what I plan to do,
Nice.
they're cream colored. I'm going to
Mm.
probably like, I don't know, it depends on, you know, those little pom poms you make with a fork, the little
Mhm.
ones like you do.
No.
I'm going to do cream
Yeah, the
colored
little
ones on the ends.
the little tassel ones. That'll be
Yeah,
really
like-
cute.
Not tassels, the actual pom poms. I'm going to do like,
Yeah.
I don't know, 5 or 7 on each end. So,
That'll be cute.
Cute.
so then I started a cowl, same stitch, but I just saw that
Yeah.
I have a hole in it, so I have to frog it back. So,
Oh, okay.
but that's what I've been doing.
So, how is Tunisian crochet in the round? Then you've mastered
Oh
it.
no, I didn't do it in the round. The cowl, I'm just going
Oh,
to.
you're doing it flat.
I'm going to seam it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
One
I'm
thing at a
surprised.
time,
Okay.
you know.
I'm surprised you didn't put just one yellow stripe in that shawl.
No, this is for baseball season.
No. The shawl you're wearing, the black
Yeah.
one.
So this one, no,
Yeah.
no, because this is like more of a dressier, you know.
Yeah,
For
not
my
bogan like your
my
football
formal
team.
events, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, for when we have the knitting awards, you can wear it.
Knitting wars.
No, the knitting awards.
Oh, awards. Oh yes.
Oh, awards.
Oh, and you
You know,
know,
when
Correct.
I could even do like a Audrey Hepburn thing, you know,
Oh, very cute.
or Mary Magdalene or somebody.
Oh, that is cute.
Anyway.
Yeah.
with some really
Wow.
big sunglasses. Like
Yeah. Yes.
I'm just buzzing
Yeah.
around.
Bright red
and
Jackie
lipstick.
O.
Yes.
very
The
much.
Jackie O glasses.
Yes.
Wow. Very nice. And what else? What else is happening on your needles now that you've done those two? What else?
Nothing. Just I have the cowl that I started, but it's got a hole in it, so I got to go back.
Oh, okay.
And then the
No
ever-present
socks?
socks, you know. But that's it.
Aha. Aha. So there are socks.
I think our friend Mr. Neal has started a Stephen West cardigan
Yes, he has.
No.
Oh, that's really nice.
with very
Interesting.
fun yarn.
Mm.
That yarn he was
Not with the opal.
and a knitter. Yeah, with the
opal?
opal. Yeah.
The opal. 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 It's very posh, opal yarn.
Well, that's Neil. He's
Wow,
posh.
way. He
that
is
like-
posh in
is that like-
Salford.
Is that like going to Target?
Yes. And the golden arches for your takeaway meal. The
He
golden
eats,
arches
he eats his
Target.
beans on artisan bread.
Sorry, I just love the phrase "posh in Salford." Like that's a new yarn colorway right
Salford.
Yeah.
True. All the
I
murders
did
happening in the
enjoy-
park across the road from his apartment. Oh,
I did
Very
enjoy
posh.
the episode with our favorite Brits. That was fun. If you haven't
That
watched
was
on
fun.
Top
Yeah.
Watch Magazine,
Oh, I haven't seen
I
it.
wish Adam's internet was better because he's
Oh, I
I
hilarious.
know.
oh,
I know.
Big
yeah,
Canada.
he had my issues. Actually, that's funny. Neil James, it is posh. At least he has a park across from his apartment. Not many people, that's privilege. Not many people can say they have one, even if people get
Yeah,
shot
but-
and murdered in them,
People can-
stabbed.
We have a park down
Very
the street.
posh.
I don't ever see
See,
children
down
in
the
it. I have
street.
seen some drug deals go on though.
Oh, guys.
You know,
I was in the hospital car park last week after we podcast last week. I ended up having to take my son. Well, actually, no, I didn't take my son. The ambulance took my son to the hospital. I was not allowed to take him to the hospital because his oxygen levels were really bad and his heart rate was through the roof. Anyway, digress. I'm sat in the car park after 4 o'clock in the morning, between 4 and 6. I decided that my mobile office was far more comfortable than the hard plastic chair in the emergency room. And I'm sat there, and this car, it was just like something out of a movie. This car comes along, and it's noisy, and it's rough looking. The windows are down. There's smoke streaming out from either side from all the smokers. And this guy gets out. He had a beanie on, a T-shirt and a pair of shorts and his flip-flops. And he checking me out because they put their lights on me as they pulled in next to me. And he's checking me out. And here I am watching YouTube, doing my knitting with a neck lamp in the dark. He opens the door, runs across to the little park that's between the two car parks, does his drug deal, runs back. They reversed so hard and fast, I thought they were going to hit my car, and off they went again. And I'm like, wow, okay. The hospital car park is the place to do your drug deals in Australia.
Mm.
It was so funny. They were
And
so
he couldn't
feral
even be
looking.
nonchalant about it. I mean, come on, rookie.
Yeah, little old lady. She's not a police detective. I'm cool. Off he went to
did
do his
watch-
drug deal, and I'm watching. It was so funny.
I did watch one of those dash cam videos with the cops, and they had gotten a guy who had been in a hit and run, and he was insisting that he was a federal officer who'd been undercover for 43 years.
43.
And yeah, he was on a special thing with Trump.
He was
because
26
his
years
wife's
old.
Family, his wife's family. His wife's family were all assassinated, all 74 of them here in the U.S.
What?
And it's okay because he works undercover for the UN.
For the UN, that's worse.
Yeah.
You went.
The detective was had walked over to talk to the other talk and goes, I don't really believe he's a federal agent. And I'm like, you
No.
think?
Where's your first
Deep,
clue?
deep undercover.
Yeah. But he told every different person who spoke to him a totally different story about who he worked for. And then he was, but I think he was either
that's
mentally ill
funny.
or on drugs. He acted like he totally believed it. Like they were going to just let him go because he was a federal officer. And they keep explaining to her that's not quite how
Wow.
it works.
Well, I'm working on a couple of things. I finished my Odyssey Shore, and I, as Anne said, Puritanical Fun Run is finishing soon. So I picked up my Birds of a Feather shawl to keep working on. Don't know if you can see it. Don't know if I'm showing it properly.
That's so
Sorry.
pretty.
I love this. So it's in 100% alpaca, and then also the Rowan. Let me get the name right because I always change it every time I talk about Kids Silk Night with the sparkle,
Oh,
Oh,
Pretty.
that's
So pretty.
That'll
which
be your
I've had
fancy
in my
shawl to wear.
stash for. Yeah, I've had it in my stash for a decade. So I am working on that because I finished the other shawl and thought, oh, got to get cracking on this. And as I've said in the past, this is probably the 6th Birds of a Feather that I have made, and I really, really love it. I first saw it in the Liner magazine, number 2, but there is an errata for section 12. So it'll be all on Ravelry and wherever else that Andrea publishes her stuff. So I'm sure it will have the errata there. But when the book came out, there was I've done it both ways. It doesn't really matter. But the errata in section 12, row 13, it works better. And it's Andrea Mowry, Birds of a Feather, found in that old magazine. I can say old because it is now. I did decide to just alternate rows because I listened to your advice on this beautiful. I love this. I'm kind of thinking like Morgan, thinking, oh, do I really want to do this again in nice wool? Because I've just done it in crappy old Peyton's 8-ply from the charity store,
That's pretty.
and it's all mixed dye lots for the maroon. So I have alternated rows. So I'm going 2 balls at a time. And the only thing I probably will be worried about, or the thing that does cross my mind, is where I have got that line down the side, I can feel that little seam of where I've crossed the rows over. I am hoping that it doesn't affect the actual stretch on that side. I don't want to be lopsided in this. So I'm hoping, I know I'm a bit fussy, but I'm hoping that's not too tight on one side because I'll be lopsided. So this is pretty much the same colour as the picture in the Noro magazine. I really like it. I actually
It's really
threw
pretty.
2 needles
colour.
into, into it and tried it on, and I really like how it sits. This is size large. I'll just show you if you missed it last week, guys. Noro magazine issue 23. It's in there. And now that I'm doing it, I'm really, all I've got to do is, you know, stocking stitch forever. I'm really bummed that I didn't use one of my better yarns, but I didn't know how it was going to turn out. And all I really wanted to achieve was to get back in a practice of doing colour work for the vest that I'm going to start in January. Let me show you the photo here, though, because it's really, really pretty. And then I'll have to do sleeve island. So I'm doing body island. See, it's pretty much the same. There you go.
Yeah,
And that's how it looks
It's
on
pretty.
too. It's really very nice on. So it's only short, cropped, and I may go with that. I'm not sure yet. It depends how bored I get with the body. And then I have to really force myself to do the sleeves, or it will sit in the corner and time out forever until next winter. So I do want to get that finished. And that is probably the first time I've really thought about doing the same jumper again. Like it's really,
The
really
colour's
pretty.
pretty
And
on
perhaps
you.
I should do it I would like to do it in a pure wool. I would like to have a more countrified, tweedy look. Now, this beautiful forbidden fibre, oh my gosh, this beautiful, I did start working on that last week to do, is it the Walkig cowl? And so I've done only a little bit. I tried to do it at the hospital, and I made mistakes, and I can't believe I made mistakes, but I kept frogging it back. It's only purling and knitting, but I kept making mistakes and losing my number count. So I think I was just tired, and I really like that. And I listened to all your all's advice. I can't wait to see this. I went and checked out the colours, the original colours for this vest that Neil James and I and other people who have volunteered themselves to do this. Now, Neil said he bought the exact same colours that are in the pattern in the magazine. And he said this is the Knitter 191, issue 191, and that's what I'm going to start on 1st of January. No earlier, as much as I could be tempted. I am not starting until the 1st of January. The Loch Karen vest. Now, Neil James said that the blue he thought was quite a bright blue, and I offered to swap. And I was joking, but then I went to my local yarn shop, which has all the colours, a whole wall of the colours, and we looked up the blue that he did. It's not bright. It's like a muted blue with teal. It's really, really pretty, and I think it would be very nice either gender vest. But there's my purple that I started with
I love
because
that
I have that in my stash. Well, I nearly ditched this colour because when I went to look at the wall of colours, there were all these beautiful tweedy colours that I wanted to
I like
ditch the
tweed.
purple. The purple is solid, and then I found all these tweedy colours, and I thought this could be my pale blue as per the pattern, which is an olive with greens and a bit of a gold hint to it. It's really nice. And then this is going to be my beige, which is obviously not beige. It's so bright and bold, a rusty colour with gold and orange and
that's
baby
fantastic.
shit mustard. So then I had to agonise over my pop of colour, and because you all kept saying gold and yellow, and Amy, it's Amy's fault, and I kept saying no. The poor lady at the local yarn shop, I'm like, oh no, and she pulled this out, and we looked at the different variations, and see, I think that purple could go, and there could be a nice chocolate brown, and it would be
You could.
glorious. I nearly could, I nearly did, but no, my local yarn store lady knows me so well, and she kept saying, I'm not selling you anything else. You have 11 balls of the purple. It's perfect. Go away. And I'm like, she's like, I don't need the sale from you, Joe.
Yeah,
And
but that'll be really pretty.
she insists that the purple is the way to go with these colours. And I was very happy to buy 10 more balls of a different colour or 11 more balls of a different colour and keep the purple for another project because I am
And
in
she's
love
like,
with
no, get out of
these.
here.
Yeah, because she knows she'll be
she's like,
back.
no.
Yeah.
She does. She does. But no, I'm very, very grateful to have the most amazing yarn store in the whole of Australia. I'm not even kidding, just down the road. And it's all, the ladies have this purpose that it is all wool. They don't, they're blends, certain blends, but they don't really sell anything else. It is all natural fibres. I mean, not just wool. They have, sheepy, locally produced and milled Corriedale, merino, alpaca. They are just natural fibres and mostly wool. So, oh my gosh, it's like heaven walking in there. And they have a big sofa. Oh, I don't know if I should say. And they have samples that they knit. So, of course, the last greatest MCAL, they knit a shawl to put on display. And it had just a plain square, you know what I'm talking about, in the middle.
Mhm.
Mhm.
But pointed to the sofa and said, do you like our cushion? And I nearly died because there it was, that square. That square was their cushion on their sofa. God bless them.
Good for them.
And I said, oh no. And I said, where's your swastika shawls? And she said, I've got two at home because I was a bit cranky because I had already started and, they were full on because they're doing samples. So, yeah, that was pretty funny. I didn't even realise it was sat there on the sofa. The square in question, to never be named, was sat on the sofa. And I thought, good on you girls.
Mhm.
Other than that, they never really say anything about what they're knitting because it's always samples for the shop. So that's what I'm very happy that I've got my wool. I only had the days I work, the wool shop's open. The days I'm not working, the wool shop's closed. So I was very lucky to take a day off. My girls had their formal night dinner, graduation night dinner, and we had to do the hair and the professional makeup, and they looked absolutely stunning. But I made sure across the road from the hairdresser is where the local yarn shop is. So while they were busy, I snuck over there. And then now I just can't get the wall of Jameson and Smith out of my mind because the chocolates and the beiges and creams and then these pots of colour, it screams
They have some really
2024 to me.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to buy superwash yarn again. Oh, but I do because one more thing, sorry. I don't want to buy superwash yarn again because I'm a yarn snob. But
wait.
then I go and look in my stash. But wait, and I was gifted these, and I love these from Chicken
Oh,
Lady
yeah, those are
Fibre
pretty.
Art. Okay, so yes, I was gifted these minis, and I love these colours, and I love the work that she does. So I was thinking because I was gifted these, and I'm very grateful. And we have Thanksgiving coming up, and there was a conversation had in our house 2 weeks ago. Oh, can we start with the Christmas music? Can we start? Yeah, let's start with the Christmas music. And I said, no, we can't. We haven't had Thanksgiving yet. How dare you? And they're like, we don't
Friday.
celebrate Thanksgiving. And I said, I celebrate Thanksgiving because I am so grateful for all my friends in the US of A. And
Aw.
every year, well, you girls know we all get on the chat and say what we're grateful for about our friendship and our fellowship with each other. So that
Or-
just made me think of
Or we have our
Or what?
Thanksgiving dinners together because we don't want our friends to be lonely.
That's right.
yes, that's right. So we celebrate, and I celebrate you ladies and gentlemen every year. And that just made me think of Lynn, and I watched the Trunk Show. And so, guys, if you're still listening after 44 minutes, what we're going to do is do a giveaway. And we're going to do a giveaway with Chicken Lady Fibre Arts. And we decided last week, we had a chat to Lynn, and she's lovely. And we decided last week, after this show's finished, after this live is finished, if you would please drop in the comments something that you're grateful for, something that you can share your gratitude with us about. We're going to choose somebody next week's show, we'll let you know, and they can. We'll put you in touch with Lynn from Chicken Lady Fibre Arts, and you can choose 3 skeins, any 3 skeins of her yarn, and we're going to pay for it, and we're going to send it to you. So we're going to pay the shipping, and for 3 skeins that you choose, thanks to Lynn. So she thinks that's great. She was very happy to do that. Thank you, Lynn. And I am going to work out what to make with this before Christmas. This is my December knit. I love
Very
these
cool.
colours. I'm thinking, what do you think? I have a little clue that it might end up being a hat, a
Well-
double-sided hat. What are you thinking when you see these colours, guys? Because I like to pop it up in winter. I like to do
I think
something
those
bright.
I think of those big old-fashioned Christmas bulbs on the tree.
Yeah,
the
that's
Christmas
what I
lights.
was thinking too. Of
Yeah.
the big Christmas bulbs, that they're like those colors.
Yeah.
And I know I can't think of the name of the pattern off the top of my head, but I know there's at least a sock pattern that has little loops with the big Christmas bulbs on it. I'm sure it could be adapted to a hat.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, because I do want something with texture. Yeah.
So,
Okay. If
I think
you
it's color work,
if anybody
but
knows what that is, send it to me. If you know what it is, pop a link down to in
And-
the comments
And as a
and give me
reminder,
some
like Joe
ideas.
said, sorry, go ahead.
No.
Go
I'm just
ahead.
thinking if our friends are looking at these colours, I want to do something that's textured in a hat, possibly. If it's too tricky, I can do it in a cowl because I can knit it round and round. But I do want to use these bright pops of colour in winter because I do have a charcoal grey and a black coat that I wear. And I would do it as a hat. But I do want to do something bright. I like to do something bright when everyone else is miserable and dull because I like to stand out in winter.
aha,
So please, any ideas in the chat would
Oh.
be great.
LR and
Yeah,
I
but-
got it at the same time because I found it. It's Grey Owl Knits, and
Right.
it's the vintage
Grey Owl
Christmas
Knits.
light socks pattern. So here,
Oh,
Yeah, she has a
Nice.
sweater
Oh,
too, but
yeah.
you could just adopt the socks into a hat.
right?
You know,
Okay, that's what I'm doing.
I'll-
That's
I'll
amazing.
send it.
Perfect.
I'll send it to you on Instagram, Joe. But
Okay, thank you.
yeah, anyone
I would
else?
like to. I can buy that and do that pattern in a cowl or a hat or both. I've got enough, I'm sure,
Yeah.
Right.
with these minis. Minis go a long way, guys.
they do.
Yeah, and
I
just
love
put it
these
up on my
colours.
Instagram story too. But yeah, Grey Owl Knits.
Thank you.
Vintage Christmas light socks.
Okay. Perfect.
I'm a
So
little-
heading
I'm
up
a
to
little
Christmas.
I'm a little bitter that that's called vintage Christmas lights because they were on my tree when I was growing up.
Well, they were
Yeah.
on mine too, Therese. My dad always
Oh.
loved them. So-
Yeah, you guys are
Yeah.
kind of vintage people. Yeah.
But yeah, that's what
Vintage is cool.
Oh
It
yeah.
is.
Perfect. So after we finished gas bagging, if you're still with us, please write a comment, just a simple comment, what you're grateful for. Don't be
and-
grateful for us or me. I want to know genuinely from your heart what you're grateful for, because that could resonate with us too. And I just love knowing, what people are grateful for, even if it's a bra that fits you properly. I'm happy to
And-
hear
Oh.
about it.
Yeah.
And then we'll pick it for
I
next
need to
week's
hear about
episode,
those, yeah.
Joe. When do you want to?
Sorry.
How long do you want to give them to post till next week's episode?
Oh, just
And then
till
we'll pick-
till next week's episode, and we will announce the winner for our giveaway, and we'll get you to contact us so we don't have any rubbish with scammers and hackers and all those nasty people on YouTube, and we'll put you in touch with Lynn to choose whatever you want. Oh, her
Yeah.
Festivus yarn. Oh my goodness. I may be putting an order in for
pretty.
myself as well.
I-
But yeah, so
I
you'll
did-
have that after Thanksgiving, before Christmas, and she'll send it to you.
Yeah,
Whatever you
Yeah.
choose. Yeah.
and then we'll
Yeah,
do
the
something else
Festivus
for
yarn
Christmas.
is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I have some of the
That-
thicket coming because I couldn't resist that
Oh.
colorway. I've been looking for a
And
deep
she
dark
has-
green, blue, and yeah. So she dyed some for
And
me.
she, Lynn did a Christmas advent this year, and I think I said 2 months ago I'm going to hop on and get that when I was away with Millie, and I went online to get it, and it had already sold out. So that's
Oh,
amazing, and I need to put my
mine,
order in
yeah.
now for next year. I missed out. So I'm really looking forward to seeing the Christmas advent when it comes out and seeing
I
what
think-
colours she chose, because that
I
was
think
We're
she's
gonna
going
go
to do a
Greece thing.
vlog.
wasn't it?
Yes, it was Greece. I think she said on her latest podcast she's going to do a vlog and open them every day. Show
I'm
the
so
color.
excited.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So I've missed out,
I
but I
am.
live
I hope people like the
vicariously through
patterns, so-
everybody else who's got one.
So,
Yeah, you designed the pattern for the
Yeah, it was
advent. Are you allowed to say what it
very
is or no?
it's a shawl. It's a shawl.
It's the shawl.
Okay, I'm so excited for this. I don't know. Okay, so I just saw that it shipped, and I'm telling myself, don't open it. Don't open it when it comes. But I want to so badly. But I'm like, no, wait. That's the
I'm
whole
thinking-
point.
Well,
Race. Is it going to be pinks or blacks or I watched the movie and kept thinking, what colours is she using? What dress? What scarf? What in the background? It's
No.
such a great movie. Such
see,
a classic movie. So
Alyssa
I
would
can't.
know.
That I can't say. That I can't say.
okay, well,
That you have to wait. and
I
open it.
need to put my order in now for next year's advent, please. Can I be number 1 on the list? Please, Lynn, just write me down. Open your diary for next year. I want a Christmas advent for next year, please. And I'll book it
Well,
now
Very cool.
in
No, I'm
November.
excited.
Oh,
PK and I are sorry, not to. If this offends you, Joe,
yeah,
please
go
cover
for
your
it. That's all I'm up
We
to.
both,
No.
but we both got the Advent this year, so yeah, we're gonna do a little opening shindig and the rest of it too. So I'm excited.
Are you?
I'm excited.
I did choose no advents this year because I feel guilty that I still haven't used my hedgehog fibers one from a couple of years ago. It's still sitting in the box. Hopeless.
Yeah, but when you do use that, it's going to be something epic, though.
Yeah.
Spectacular. It better be. It cost me $1
Very
million. Nah. But no, there's some
Well,
really
I still
affordable
have to
ones out there.
Yep,
Just
I
half
still
a million.
have Lynn's Advent from last year, but
Oh, do
because I
you?
wasn't- yeah, I wasn't quite sure what to make with it. But
Yeah.
I mean, me and the whole garter stitch blanket mania that I have, just saying.
Mhm,
I got a box from the lovely Anna Knitter and with a lot of white opal yarn in it. So I want to do one. I forget what it's called. I think the Sweet Shop quilt that I showed, I think last time,
Mhm.
where it's
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
triangles and half of it's a color and half of it's plain. So yeah,
Yeah.
I think
I did see.
that'd be really great for minis and stuff too. Having
Yeah. Did
That
you
would
guys see
be
that new
great.
one by Mr. West? The
yes,
new blanket.
That
It's really
beautiful
pretty.
blanket.
the
that I'm not
SS
buying.
blanket.
Yes, the SS one. Yeah, but
I think it's awesome though.
know.
It's beautiful, but
It is.
you know,
It is.
I'm not going to let
Very.
it go. I can't do it.
Mm-mm.
Wow.
No, I'm not gonna do
I'm-
that
I'm-
one. But it was cute.
Mm.
But he does
So-
have it in every size from baby size to really big. So that was kind of,
Oh, that's cute.
kind of neat. So what's up, Morgan?
So we're still so the vest thing's gonna be in January. Not gonna lie though, I'm probably gonna need help picking colors. Cause see, here's the thing. I've never really worn a vest. I mean,
A
a
vest.
sweater, stuff like that. I've never been a vest person, but I want to make this because I'll be steeking for the first time. So I
That's
want
why I'm
to,
doing
Me
it.
too.
do it. But see,
Yep.
I don't know, like I just
It's
feel
the
like I'm
best
gonna
wool
look
to
very
steak with.
well, true,
Daggy?
but
Nerdy. Who cares? And it's
I
it's
get
a
the
it's a
nerd
style
thing, but,
that's loose.
you know,
It's just a shapeless, loose vest. That's what I like. So you can throw a big blouse under it or a skinny skivvy. No, that means another thing in your country, I think you told me. A skinny turtleneck or whatever. You can wear. I just envisioned it with blue jeans and cut off
A
blue
white-
jeans
white
and big
dress shirt,
furry
yeah.
boots.
Yeah, I'm gonna try
Yeah,
it. I
big
don't know
white
how.
dress
I
shirt.
don't
We
know
can
when I'm gonna finish.
modernise the.
I
Because I
need
think
help
it's
It doesn't
something I'm gonna have
matter.
to take breaks from. Yeah, I think it's something I'm gonna work on here and
Yeah.
there because color work is not my
I would.
natural go-to. So
I
See,
think I'm going to be monogamous on it because it is such a big deal to me. And I think I'm going to be the coolest nerd in town with this sort of baggy vest on, throw anything under it. And I'm a blue jeans person in winter. So I'm
you're
doing it. The
already the
blue
coolest
jeans, the
nerd in
furry
town.
boots. Oh my goodness. I think that it's going to have a really modern twist on a very old fashioned vest. I think it's going to be cool. We are going to
Joe
be
Bob,
cool, and I'm talking us into it.
Joe Bob, are you
Well,
going to help me pick out colors?
Absolutely. You should have
Okay.
seen me in the shop the other day. I had enough wool out for 15 vests. I was like mixing all the colours up, and I had all these different versions I want to make. So absolutely. If what wool are you going to go with? Are you going to go with the Jameson, or are you going to go with a cheaper? What is it? A Holst yarn you were looking at,
I went.
Liz?
I
was
got
thinking
Holst
about
yarn.
Holst.
I did Holst Super Soft. They were like $3.29 a skein, $3.49 a skein, and so I needed
Yeah.
two or four skeins
Yep.
of one color, two skeins of two colors, and one skein of one color, and that's doing a pretty large size. So
Nice.
it was less
I
than
might
See,
go with
this
that,
$40.
was
honestly.
It was less
this
than
is
$40 for all of it.
$6.80
So.
a ball. That's what I mean.
$6.80.
$6.80 a ball here. So it's going to be a bit more expensive where you are, I'm sure,
Yeah.
or
I've
about the
never used
same in
Holst
US
before,
dollars.
so or
And
Jameson.
it's
So
not
this is a new thing for me.
it's not rough, it's not rustic, but it's grippy. It's grippy wool, and so you've got to find something that's going to be good to steak with. Because I've never
Right.
steaked before either, Morgan. It's I'm gonna. I think any sort of woolly wool is going to be
Yeah.
fine. Not too soft. I wouldn't want something too soft and slippery.
Right.
Shauna from
And
Shauna
this is
Stitches
not.
inspired
This
me
is
to use
fine.
Holst.
Skin. Okay. Well, if other
See,
people
I'm just
have done like color work and steaking with that yarn, go for it.
Well, she did her Stephen West Mal or Geo Gradient in the Holst, and she really enjoyed working with it. So since it's good for
Yeah.
steeping, I figured I would try it for the first time. So
see, and I'm
Yeah.
sitting here,
So
you know, while I'm knitting
what?
away. It's called the daisy stitch in this. It's a really beautiful yarn effect. It's a pain in the butt to knit. So I'm just sitting here like,
Ouch.
man, I wish this was color work. A big old
and
color
you
work.
should do the and you should do the vest. It's totally your jam.
It's
A
I
colorless
know.
vest
Yeah, it's
totally would be
cool.
you.
No, I've
You could
definitely been thinking of it, but I mean, I'd have to figure out yarn.
It's so cool.
But it will
orange.
almost certainly, if I do it, it'd be like, oh, and what are you going to do your colors? I don't know. Probably brown.
brown
orange.
orange
And
Maybe teal for like a
excuse
pop
me.
color. That'd be nice.
Yes.
little
And
spruce.
that's what I
Yeah.
kept looking at, Anne. The browns that Jamison and Smith have are
Well,
gorgeous,
The one
especially
that
the
you were
tweedy
holding up
browns.
just now with the tweed and the sort of not tweed,
The
you know,
mustard.
yeah.
Hang on, let me show you
It's
the
so
actual
pretty.
color.
It's calling Anne's name.
That is beautiful.
That is pretty.
That
It's
is,
a lot of layered color.
It is.
yeah. Yep. Hang
It's
on,
just
let me get it
lovely.
in the light for you. And that is just gorgeous. It's a
Uh-huh.
it's almost a brown, but it's just that gold with a little tiny bits of a rustic pale. Oh, it's gorgeous. Brown, gold. And it almost looks orange, but it's not. Tiniest piece of orange through there. Oh, it's
Yeah, the kind
beautiful.
of
I could knit a whole
brindley
sweater
colors.
in
I love
this.
those.
Yeah. So that's what I'm wondering, Morgan. Are you going to go with the Jameson and Smith, or are you going to look for something else? Do you have something in your stash? You could mix and match different textures, different yarns
Not
for this
enough.
easily.
Not enough for a whole vest. So honestly, I mean, I'll probably just scope out Holst's, site and go from there. The only
Yeah.
thing is, though, is that I just don't know what colors I could. Because here's the thing, like, like I might do something maybe where it's like mostly like black and then maybe some like blues, like different shades of blue. Just because like
That would
charcoal.
pop.
if like I'm gonna make it, like I really want
You
to
are,
like
yeah.
wear it.
Wear
So,
it.
Joe's like,
Or you
yes,
could do a
you are.
charcoal.
I have a
You are, Mitch.
suggestion.
Yeah, you could
No,
always go
of
the
course
punk
not.
rock route, and you could have black with gray and have that
Yeah.
little poppy red.
Ooh,
Wow.
Yeah, I
I
like
was
that
very
idea
tempted
too.
to do a pop of red or orange, but the yellow gold one.
Sorry,
I
I
just
interrupted you, Therese.
this is seriously a cool vest. Look at
It
the
is.
bottom of it's just the convoluted pearl and knit with the two different colors. There's nothing scary in this at all. Nothing. It is cool. That is cool, says middle-aged white lady who wants to wear a granny vest. That is super cool. And the chart, I said 10 stitches, but it's 12 stitches. The chart is just 12 stitches. Let me give you a close-up of the pattern without showing you the pattern. Sorry, the photo. Look at that. That is super easy, Morgan.
It is.
12 stitch repeat. It is super easy.
It's just the steek
really-
part that scares me.
Mhm.
Look at that. That's super easy. It's
Yeah.
3 colors with 1 pop. And it's only
It's just the
it's only 2 colors on any row. It's nothing difficult. It's just, they call it like a slip over with a relaxed fit, perfect for layering.
yeah, but Joe
And yeah,
Bob,
one of the shades is like a mid navy. And Neil James said it was bright blue. It's not bright blue, Neil. It's really a pretty blue.
yeah, but what about the steeking? What about that part?
Well, I haven't read that far yet, so let me have a look and I'll tell you if it's scary or not. Are you ready?
Well,
Using sharp scissors.
But part of that really is part of the yarn, though. If your yarn wants to stick together, it'll be so much easier.
Yeah.
well, yeah. That's
And
true.
also, you can, if you have a sewing machine or someone with a sewing machine, you stitch
Yep.
that first, then cut it.
Or
Yeah.
do the crochet
Okay.
steek where you crochet up each side of it, so then that holds everything in too.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Are you ready, Morgan? Here's how hard it is to steek. Are you ready? Armhole
I'm
band.
ready.
Using sharp scissors, carefully cut down the center of the arm opening steek stitches. Ta-da! Done. Just done like that.
No,
Just
no,
off you go.
It's not that simple,
Yes,
though, because you have to make
it
sure.
It
is
is.
that
because-
simple.
yeah, but you have to
It is.
make really sure that both sides are correctly
Morgan.
reinforced.
Morgan, it's just
I-
knitting.
No,
Yeah.
Yes,
it's just knitting,
but see,
and
here's the thing.
there's no rubbish about
And
reinforcing armhole band. Using sharp scissors, carefully cut down the center of the arm opening steek stitches. Bam, and we're done. See, painless, like taking a Band-Aid off, and we're done. I would be
Right, and
worried that I'll
also
cut
if
one
you're-
longer than the other one, but don't worry about that right now. We're not there yet.
And
What's that
also,
mean?
if you're really, really particular, you can get a piece of
true.
sewing thread, and you can sit there and you can make sure that
Over
all
and
of the
over again.
stitches are sewn. You can not whip stitch, in a line. You can
Right,
stitch and
yeah.
make sure that you grab every thread on the way if you want to be that particular, or just go for
Look,
it.
honestly,
That's
Go
true.
for it.
it just says that you trim the steeks at the neck and the arm opening edges slightly, and then you hem them with the tapestry needle and yarn using blanket stitch, attaching them lightly to the floats in the body of the slip over. Done. It's nothing fancy. It's nothing scary. We're just going to fold them over and do a little sewing. Yeah, that's all we're going to do. It's going to be
Morgan,
great.
Morgan, I was going to say, if you need any
Gonna be great.
color inspirations, go online and
Mhm.
type in Pinterest and type in color palettes, and
Oh, yeah, okay.
you will get more color palettes than you could possibly ever.
That I
Yeah.
want.
And you'll have to decide between those, but it
Now,
gives you
Joe-
It would
ideas.
be too
so colors
confusing.
go together, and
Joe
Yeah.
Bob, your yarn is your yarn
Yes.
Jamison and Smith, or Jamison? Is yours Jamison and Smith
No, it's
yarn?
Jameson.
It's Shet-
Yeah, Jameson and Smith.
like the
Yeah,
like
Shetland wool from the Shetland Islands.
Okay.
Look at this green.
Because there's
It's
another
olive green,
Jamison
but
that's
it's got-
separate from Jamison and
Oh.
Smith.
God,
Yeah, no. Look at that
And-
green.
you need that.
Amy, look at that, Amy.
That's calling Ann's
Look at that.
name.
And I want to go back and ditch the purple now and get all the browns. I want to get the browns from the main body now.
She's stealing your
Maybe
color.
when the other
Don't do it.
ladies in
Don't
the
do it,
yarn
Joe.
store.
I'm the worst influence.
I really. Okay, I'm going to do purple. Bugger it. I'm going to do purple. It'll be bright and I'll stand out.
Do a swatch
I
and
want-
pattern and see if you like the purple. If you don't like the purple, then you can change it.
I ain't
Just a
swatching
quick little,
anything. I can
you know.
always use the purple for
Swatch?
another sweater, but
A
no,
swatch?
I'm not swatching anything.
You
I'm
could
going like a bull in a
always-
China store.
Now this is getting wild and crazy. But if you wanted to swatch in the round and do a practice cut on that one, you could. You could do
That's
just
what
like
I
a
was
little
going to
size,
suggest.
That's true.
make
Get
yourself
out
a
of
little.
here. You're nuts. You're over the top.
I'm just saying, then you could have like a little cozy or something. I don't know.
You keep going like this, Ann Pinkover, and I'm going back to buy 11 balls of that brown tweed, chocolate tweed I saw.
This is the chick who knits nerdrotic hats. I mean, come on.
That
Yeah.
was cool. Have you put
Hey,
that
are
on
you
your
gonna put out that
Instagram?
pattern, Ian?
That is cool.
I have it. I have a picture on my Instagram. The pattern. If anyone wants the pattern, just ask me. I'll take a picture of it and send it to you. But I don't have anything like fancy up. I have a
got
chart.
you. 'Cause
You
that
want
would
it,
be
Joe?
cool.
Bloody yellow. Yellow yarn. I want a nerdrotic hat. Yellow yarn.
be
Oh my
cool.
gosh, you're killing me. Very
I
cool
just
hat.
wanna
If
walk
you have
around and-
the little
I want
chart,
to walk around and see if
I'll
anybody
pop it
knows
on a hat.
what it is.
It's like when I wear my Isom t-shirt and I think, huh, do you know? Do you know?
Right.
I
Yeah.
know.
If you know, you know.
It's very cool. If you know, you know.
Are you a
Very
part of
cool.
the
I would love the
fellowship or not?
chart. I'd pop the hat, the logo on a hat, if Gary doesn't mind.
Well, he didn't get on me for copyright infringement, but I also just bought this hoodie, so you know.
Oh my
Now you
goodness.
gotta do
Bob.
geeks and gamers.
Is that
Yes, Morgan.
is that the 2-ply weight there for the Jameson?
She's shopping.
That's what it's called.
I'm
Yeah,
looking.
that's what it's called, but it's a fingering. It's actually what we know as a 4-ply weight. So it's called 2-ply jumper weight, 100%
Okay, I found
real
it.
Shetland wool,
I haven't looked,
but it is
yarn.
4-ply equivalent thickness,
Okay.
made in the UK.
Yeah. I haven't been shopping for this yet, but I do know that yarn.com has been sending me a million emails about sales that they have going on. So they probably have a special going.
Yeah, plenty of
Yeah.
time.
You could probably do it in palette too from Knit Picks.
I was gonna say palette,
Yep.
because
Yeah.
that's sticky. Yeah.
That's too
It's
private.
sticky and it's on sale. The big sale's going on Knit Picks right now too.
Mhm. Yeah. And I don't know. I haven't checked Skeins or anything to see. They'd probably have something comparable as well.
Oh, I'm sure she
Yeah,
does.
that's true. That's true.
Damn it! Now I want to do it.
What?
Do
No,
it, do it, do it.
FOMO.
no way you
It's a
said
thing.
that. I can't believe you said that out
I
loud.
didn't say I was going to. I said I wanted to. I'm still on the fence.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
See,
What?
this is. I need to get off. No shopping on the live stream. That does not make for good television for the people at home. You're like, ooh, well.
What are you watching? People buy stuff.
People buying yarn. They were knitting.
We're talking
things.
about
Now
buying yarn. There's a difference.
Oh,
they're-
So speaking of,
On
Yeah.
Netflix. Yeah. What?
What'd you do? You have
I got-
accusations?
the trunk show, I
Oh.
went and got the
See?
Priscilla Tyler DK hat set from Callius Designs.
Ooh,
We
Nice.
Oh
lost
no,
Joe.
where'd Joe Bob go?
Joe,
She's
where'd
back.
you go?
She's
She's
coming.
offended.
Just going back. I
What
said-
color is that? Is that
Offended by
purple and
Priscilla
black?
Taylor.
Yeah, purple and black. The lighting's really
There she is.
terrible, but yeah, purple, black, and then this
What is
really
wrong with you?
dark like dark blue pom pom, and I love it so
Very
much. I
cool.
can't wait. And then I was a bit naughty, and I got from Delightful Works. I had to get the gingerbread
Oh,
egg.
It's so cute.
oh,
She showed
I
it.
love
I'm
her
like,
yes, she
bag.
showed it.
It's so cute.
I'm like, I have to have it. The lining
See,
there.
this is all your fault, Anne Pinkova.
I know.
You're a pusher.
Wow,
I am
great
a pusher.
Trump show.
I
I
am.
really
This
enjoyed
is the face
it.
of a pusher, okay? No, that's
Yep,
lovely.
fantastic. Go you. Oh my gosh, I was so tempted too. I'm like, oh my goodness. They were
Ice was
great.
good, other than getting the thicket from Chicken Lady. I didn't get anything else because I just got a bag not too long ago from Delightful Works. So
Oh,
I was
okay.
trying to be good. I was trying to be good. But I love her bags
Oh,
because
No,
they're
the new
so well made.
yeah, the new
They
ones
are.
that she did that were like the stripes of different Christmas patterns. Those were so
Mhm.
pretty.
mhm.
Yeah, she still has a couple left in her
Oh,
store.
Therese. My game starts in 4 minutes. What's the bet Therese is busy in 4 minutes?
Ooh, I need Jalen Hurts
I know,
to
I gotta
come
go
through for me. He's on my
Well,
I'm
you know,
fantasy
watching you.
team.
that's okay. We can end a little bit early. You know, it is Monday night.
No, no point. My team's going to win anyway. Who cares?
What else you could do?
Famous
Oh,
last
that's a
words.
good
That's
idea.
smart. That's really smart.
What is this?
Okay.
Felting? Oh, okay.
A line of
Uh-huh.
light
That's a
felting.
good idea.
That
I
is a
like that
great idea, Nituation.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really good idea.
Thank you for
Let's all
that.
buy
Thank you.
let's all buy felting needles and start doing
That-
No.
felting next year
No.
too.
I
No,
I'm gonna
let's
buy
not.
I have
some.
done needle
We
felting
don't need-
exactly once in my life, which a weird story. It was with my brother's ex-wife, and she was actually quite good at it, but she was all
Yeah.
going. She had all these plans and schemes and aspirations, very much like her. But no, we were sitting around making these little tiny felted bunnies, and I
Oh,
wasn't
how
very good at
cute.
They were really cute. I wasn't very good at it. She was able to whip it out, and it would all make sense and do a cute little face, and I was just kind of struggling.
Yeah,
Yours look
no,
like
no. I don't
myxomatosis
want to end up
bunnies.
in ER with them asking me if my shots are up to date. Because that's what would happen.
Oh,
Yeah, I would stab
Oh.
myself more than likely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that a couple times.
Yeah, no.
I still kept going though, because I'm like, I want
Wow.
those.
Of course you
know.
Right.
Well, yeah,
But-
it's like
You ain't no
after-
coward, Morgan.
please, after you burn your fingertips off with a glue gun, you just keep going.
I mean,
because
Yes.
it's the same kind of thing.
Who does
yeah.
that?
Fingerprints at the
Weirdos.
crime scene anyway.
That's right.
Anyone who's ever used a glue gun for more than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever used one, to be honest.
Really?
No.
Really? I used to have to keep a
No.
little bowl of ice water next to me so that I could stick my fingers in right away.
Wow.
So I
No,
have
I've
this.
not done.
I got this lovely kind of nativity scene Advent candlestick thing, and it's really lovely. There's 4 candlesticks on it, and then they have Mary and Joseph and the baby Jesus, but it arrived broken, and I was too much of a
no.
fool to send it back. It wasn't much money, but still, I'm like, oh, I should have sent it back. Oh, it was you, so whatever. Not gonna bother. But now comes the trials and tribulations of Anne with the super glue. Because
Oh,
it was a clean break. No, I haven't glued it yet.
Oh,
it's a clean
okay.
break. I have to. Christmas is coming. I'm like, okay, this is gonna work out. But yeah,
How combustible is super glue? I'm just thinking because on Netflix last night I watched a documentary that you all should look out for called The Ghost Train. So yeah, how combustible is super glue when it goes up? Is it going to like set your ceiling on fire?
I'm
Oh
more
no.
worried about her gluing something to something that doesn't belong.
Oh, I've
glued
glued
together.
fingers to things many,
Yes.
many times, and that hurts like the dickens when you try to.
Yeah. Morgan,
Don't put it in your
Morgan.
hair. Don't.
Yeah.
palettes on sale at
You
Nitpicks
know.
right now, $3.99 a skein.
Ooh.
What
And
is $3.99
twice-
a skein?
palette, and it's twice the yardage of the Jameson. So it's
Oh,
231
what?
yards a skein is 115.
Here's a
So
palette
you have
here.
to buy fewer skeins.
And also,
And they got a lot of
It's all
colors.
wool?
the
100%
one sweater
wool?
Yeah,
that I
it's
have,
Peruvian,
uh,
100% Peruvian wool.
the one sweater I have
Oh,
staked before
sorry.
that was with the Knit Picks
Yeah.
palette. So if they,
Uh-huh.
as long as they
Oh,
haven't
it
changed
was?
their formula, because they make things much
Yeah.
cheaper than they used to. That
Yeah.
it works
Yeah.
great.
And they have
There you
like
go, Morgan.
100
Sweet.
colors.
100
Awesome.
colours for us
There's
to choose
sales
from.
still going on. Yeah.
Yeah, the sale's
You
going on. Some
choose
skeins are
colours really
$3.49
well.
I
and
have a
some
whole
skeins are
bag of it
$2.50
somewhere.
and some colors are $2.99. So
That's
Mm,
I have
cheap.
plenty of browns. Ooh, they have browns. Oh, this one looks kind of familiar. Kind of looks like Joe's yarn.
Oh.
Oh, that looks exactly the same. Are you kidding
I
me?
Yeah.
have that color. Yeah.
Okay. That's
Yeah, it's called
exactly the
Brindle
same
Heather.
colour. There you go. Morgan, you're great at choosing colours.
Yeah.
You are. No, you
Mm.
are. So you'll be
Mm.
fine. Just get enough for two different quantities. You'll be fine.
Two different ones, yeah.
You can mix and match. Yeah, do two. No, do one. Just
I
look,
mean,
there's no hurry on it. There's no time on it. I
That's
just,
true.
because I'll be in the middle of summer, I just want mine done before winter. So I can wear it with my
Right.
jeans and
and
my
the rest
boots.
of us will be in the middle of winter going, please knit faster. It's cold.
Right? Especially
And
It was
how
during
warm will
chilly
it
here
be?
today.
How warm is it going to be with the double layer of wool for every single round?
Mhm.
Yeah, and
So
even
it's going to be
with the,
super warm.
even with the thinner layer, it'll be nice.
Mhm. And no sleeve
Yeah.
island.
No sleeve island.
No sleeve island.
That's true.
That's the part I'm looking forward to.
Yeah. I think it's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm thinking, okay, yarn and stuff. I'm going to shelve that for the moment because again, no shopping while on TV. But I am thinking of
What are you
using
thinking?
my big old killer needles for it because that's like super tradish. Shetland knitters
Ooh.
use those. So
Mhm.
But you have to have a
Mhm.
video of you using them and not stabbing yourself.
I know, not taking an eye out.
'Cause they
Yeah.
scare me because they're so long.
I know they
For a long
You
or
have to
something.
knit like here. You have to knit
Neil.
from here to make sure.
I know Neil telling
That
his
would be
stories
cool.
about how lots of people used to have more knitting related injuries and deaths back in the olden days. I'm like, yeah, they were using these bad boys.
Yeah. But that's
remember one
great,
of my-
and that's what my nan used to use. Just the big, long, double pointed needles. Have 5, 6, 7 of them on the go. The more you have, the easier it is to knit it. That would be amazing if you did that.
And
Knit
we
it
would
in the
live
traditional
vicariously.
style.
Because we would not be doing that. We would just watch you do
And
that.
then, do you know how much more even your stitches will be because they're actually on the needles, on the pins, instead of on these stupid cords? Red cord. What? Chiagu, Chiagugu, Hua, Gugu. Who gives a shit what we call them? But your stitch definition would be so much better on that solid needle.
Well,
So
Mhm.
much nicer.
I've never had that problem, but I mean, I am interested to see what he thinks.
That's what you
Just
think.
saying. Wish
And this is
I've never
fighting
had
words,
that
ladies.
I
problem.
never had that problem.
Never had that problem.
So,
You don't know
not
that
to
until
throw
you use
shade
the
in the
other.
fire, but
That was
maybe
funny.
I do have that problem, and I don't even know.
Maybe you
Joe.
do.
Maybe
So
I do.
ignorant. Oh my goodness.
The first step is admitting you've had that problem.
Oh my
Problem with
goodness.
problem.
Yeah, what problem are you doing, Joe? What are you doing wrong with your corded
Yeah.
needles? Seriously. Okay, let's see, shall we? The experiment for next year. is stitch definition. Hmm.
You're like, oh yeah,
Let me just
and
check.
I want
I'm
close
just
up photos.
checking.
I want close up photos.
My
And
stitch
calipers
definition looks
to measure the
lovely after I
gauge.
block. After I
Oh,
block,
and
my
blocking's
stitch
the answer.
definition looks lovely.
I don't know what all the hoo-ha about blocking is, honestly. The warmth of your body, the warmth of your head, throw it on, wear it. Don't worry about blocking it. You'll be fine. It'll relax as
It
time
depends.
goes on.
When I
It does
brought
depend.
the hats to the meetup, so
Yeah.
the night before, I was just like night before I was finishing them up. I was finishing up the Mark the Cyborg hat, and I was putting the pom pom on X-Ray Girls because so the night before I blocked them all, or I washed them all, and then I was laying them out to dry. And then, I mean, they were still wet the next day as we were driving, so they were like sitting on the
Oh,
dashboard as we were
no.
going. And I'm like, I'm not drying them for nothing. So when we finally get there, and I have them in a bag and everything. So I hand the hats off to Gary, and then I go next kind of in line is X-Ray Girl, and she's like, oh, that's lovely, and then she goes to put it on your head. I'm like, that may still be damp. Like, and she's like, oh, I'm like, oh, sorry, they had a wash before, like, I don't want you to stick a wet hat on your head. And hers was
You
the thicker
couldn't-
yarn too, so I'm like,
I would have so public toileted that under the hand dryer and been holding them under the hand dryer for half an hour.
you're like,
Oh my
When you hold 'em-
goodness.
You turn them out right
you
side
did see
out
the
and you hold it
state
under
of
the
that
heater.
bar toilet though. So
Oh,
Oh,
hanging them out the window. Max, drive faster. They've got to dry. They've got to dry in the
don't do
breeze.
that. I lost a mitten that way. No.
uh-oh. That's not good.
No.
Yeah, I was
Oh
trying
my
to.
goodness.
It was a blizzard in Detroit on 94, and there was
Yeah.
like snow accumulated on the rear, the side mirror. So I went to.
Yeah.
I rolled down the window, and I go to knock it off, and I'm like, oh, I got to take my mitten off. And instead of putting it in this hand, I kept it in this hand. I went to knock, and boom, out it went. And
Oh no.
Oh my goodness.
it was the Irish
Oh.
hiking mitten.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, do we need to knit that one next year?
I need
So you
to
can
knit
have
at
another
least
set.
one, and I got to see if I have the same yarn or something, or just knit them again. Oh, it was
Knit
so
'em
sad.
again.
And you can't go
Irish
back
hiking
and look
mitten.
for it
Okay.
on the interstate.
Well, you can, but
I'm
it's
thinking
scary.
of
You know where to pull up.
Neil's challenge again, and it's like, do you need like little cars on your mittens in remembrance of the ones you lost? You need to like paint the scene, like
You
hand
have a
out the
car with a
window
little
with
mitten flying behind it.
Oh, it was so sad. I'm still
Headlights
sad
on
about it.
Oh my goodness.
You know, Anne, if I had time, I would do our lunar lander and put it on a mitten for Neil. But I don't have time to do that, since he doesn't believe the moon landing happened. So
Hey, Neil is here.
Oh,
speaking of
he's
which,
not. Did he get up to go to the bathroom?
Probably.
A competition.
I know,
Oh,
Neil.
I can't
And
wait.
Sorry, Neil.
I am back and forth between, oh crap, I need to make a pair of mittens for Neil. And I'm like,
look.
oh, Neil, can I do multiple entries? Because if I like have a tear of an idea, then
I'm
says
starting
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
Annie,
Neil.
yeah, let's not go there, Neil. Let's not go there. Moon landings are off
Oh Lord.
limits on topic because there's issues with that. So your hat looks good, Morgan.
This is the third time. It's
Wow.
I feel like every time I've been on this show, the hat has been in the same
Oh, that's much
place
better.
every single time. Yeah, so I'm starting.
That's a much better
I gotta
fit
go
than
a little
last
further.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go, Ian.
So here you go, Neil.
Multiple
It's gonna fit a lot
entries are
better
good.
this time.
Well, yeah, it doesn't kind of flare out like the other one did.
Well, and the one that I actually finished and sent the photo over to Neil, we both agreed, yeah, this photo is not making it out anywhere. So
The Rastafarian hat for your dreadlocks.
Right.
John
It's
Macon.
not going anywhere.
Oh, and Joe, Knits and Caboodles asked the name of the vest pattern again.
Oh yes, let me show you because you might not understand my accent. It is called the Loch Carron by Uti Cater. There you go. LOCHCARRON. It's a slip over, and it's just, look at that, up and down. So my muffin top's not going to be hanging out anywhere. Might make my boobs look a little bit smaller. That could be a good thing. And I think this is perfect. Perfect with a skirt or a dress or jeans. I love it.
So I'm looking
Love
at the
it.
sizes.
Oh,
And,
okay. Let's look at the sizes. Yes.
well, I'm debating kind of what I want. Well, okay, so it seems like
Mm. See, it says
feel like I'd be-
actual length and actual bust.
yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
I think yeah, I might have to do some measuring later and figure this out.
Measuring for
Because-
your bust? Because really, that's the only
No.
hump we have to get over. Or your tummy.
Well,
They don't have
measuring
a
for
tummy
length.
measurement.
Mostly for length, mostly.
Length? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. Because how tall are you, Miss Morgan?
About 5'7", 5'8" ish.
Yeah. So I always sort of go large or go home. So I wouldn't mind doing a large size.
I'd probably do size
Because I want it
6, actually.
comfy. Are you
Like
thinking that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would probably be
5,
good.
4, 1. So
Because
that
I don't
means
want it to be too
yeah.
tight.
No, oh gosh, no. Especially when you're carrying floats,
Especially
and
with
it's you've got to
floats,
remember
yeah.
it's going to be double thickness,
Yeah.
having 2 yarns for each row. It's going to be
So I'll
super
probably do-
warm and cozy.
So
Mhm.
26
I'm going to go
and
for a
3.
larger size than what I would normally do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go for a larger
Yeah.
size too, and that way.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
if you felt
Yeah,
it,
size
Liz.
six.
You wear over
No, I'm
over
gonna.
another
Yeah,
shirt.
that
yeah.
too. Well, that's a possibility. True.
That is
But-
still such a bummer about your sweater getting felted.
Yeah, sorry, I don't
Yeah,
mean to
it's-
laugh about it.
The thing is, if I had made it bigger and it felted, it would have been great.
Mm.
If it's still thinner, because it's really nice texture.
Mhm.
But it does lose some of the stitch definition. And I know my son's girlfriend will like it because she'll wear it to school and everything.
Mhm.
And so
Mm.
I'll put the buttons on it for her. And I promised Riley another one because I promised her a black cardigan to wear for cosplaying stuff. So I don't mind
Go
knitting the
get a
pattern
tape
again.
measure.
It's
I'll get the
4
tape
stitches
measure out,
for
Morgan.
the inch. So it's not like it's a really tight knit, so it goes pretty quick.
Let's
you
measure
really
my
like
bust,
this,
shall we?
this
Live on
girlfriend
air.
of your son's.
She's very sweet and she likes to
Mm.
bottle the knits. So, and she's going through a rough time at home. So try to be there. And she appreciates the hand knitting. So I'm going to try and get her into knitting at some point.
Which is
Oh,
nice.
She
nice.
does,
You're
She
not
does
going to
the
have
friendship
like sort of
bracelets.
a relational prenup, like, okay, dating my son is cool, but if you take this sweater from me and you break up with him, I want it back.
Yeah.
no, I did give her this. I did give her the ranunculus for her birthday. And she doesn't expect it. So she's very grateful.
Mhm.
And she mocks my son with the same sense of humor that we do. So
Right.
Actual length
So
is
she's
from
a
the
good
shoulder
kid
to the
whenever
bottom,
happens.
Morgan.
yeah, she's a good kid. She's very sweet. Yay, Knit and
Shoulder
Caboodles,
from
you should try it.
It's
Oh.
the actual length is from the shoulder to wherever. And if you're looking at size 5, that's
Oh.
only 23 3/4 inches. That's quite
One
long.
day, Neil, maybe, for a good laugh. we
And
will.
then, Neil, what size is your bust, Neil? I'm just doing my measurements and I'm thinking, stop laughing. I'm being serious. Get your tape measure out. No one can see you. Go on. I'm getting mine out. My busticles, I would have to do. See, that's
Yeah.
actual. My busticles land on actual
Or you gotta
size.
do the
So I
upper.
need to go
upper,
upper
not-
size.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd go up. I'd go to a 5, I think. 5 or a 6 I'd like to do, Morgan.
Yeah, I'm going to do this.
Come on,
So
Neil,
I don't
what's
even-
your...
I
Yeah?
don't even know what
Yeah.
the measurements are.
So this hoodie that
Especially
I'm
with
wearing.
floats. I might go a 6 too. Or I might just do the largest size and wear it as a baggy slip over. I don't know. Hang on. How big's that? Come on, Neil. Tell me
So
what
What's
yours
that
is.
again?
Hang on.
no, I was saying this hoodie that I got. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'll get a size that's a little too big. It'll be an oversized hoodie. So I go to
No,
put it on.
that's
I'm
too
like,
big.
wow, it's super long. Then I zip it up. I'm like, this was built for men because the hips they don't.
Oh,
Oh, I
It
did
does
that.
fit
Yep.
and everything,
okay.
but I'm like, oh, it's roomy in the shoulders and not so much on the.
I
Yeah, I
did
think
that.
I might go
I
for
bought a
size
zip up
5.
hoodie on Fanatics. And it was like, oh, extra large or like 1X or whatever. I'm like, okay, I want a big one. Yeah, well, extra large for me as a woman is different than extra large for a guy, you know.
Mhm.
And like you said,
Mhm.
it's way long, it's way, it's like a dress, but
That's
it's
because
okay.
women have hips.
Yeah.
But
If you've
yeah,
had
this
kids,
goes.
you
You
have
can.
large ones.
Giant, but
Yeah, and it's like
So
with with my favorite jacket, it's a Wolverine jacket from like the first X-Men movie. I love it so much. It's like a leather biker thing. But yeah, it's the same thing where like it's a little too long for my arms. Like it'll come down over my thumb a little bit. I'm like, oh, that's inconvenient. And it doesn't want to zip up because it was meant for someone who had Dorito
See,
proportions, which are not mine.
right.
and
Yep.
studying the photos, this lady has no boobs. So I always study the photos. See, there's a bit of
Oh
slack
yeah.
on the side
There's
there.
nothing.
On the side, hang on the side there.
Yeah.
She's got no boobs, so there's a bit of draping there and a bit of slack on this
Because
side
she's the
too.
nerd girl from a 90s film. Look at that face.
So
Yeah.
her
That's not the
armholes
Definitely,
look.
definitely the expression of a nerd girl from a 90s film.
See that armhole looks too big for her because she's got no boobs and she's holding her
Right.
arms down. So I hate the way we do this in photography.
Yeah, they don't style them
So she's got no boobs, so they style it dishonestly.
Mhm.
And she has no waist, so she's how can I show you this without showing the pattern? She has no waist, so she's holding her arms down to keep it in instead of straight up
Right.
and down, so it looks like a waist. But I like the length. Look at the length on that, Morgan. You can see her
Mhm.
waist where
Oh,
her
yeah.
arms are, and it goes over her hips easily.
yeah.
But she also has
Hey,
no
it's
boobs.
a
Right,
tough
that
time being
part
the
you want
frumpy
cut.
law
Yeah.
student from Legally Blonde. Okay, someone's got to do it.
I don't know
Yeah.
what colors. I literally don't know what colors I want to do though. That's the problem.
Yeah, what colors is Neil picking?
I don't know what to do.
We must
No,
see Neil's
Neil is
color
going by the
choices.
book, isn't he?
Oh, that's right.
He's going by the original colours, which is not a bright blue. It's a beautiful muted blue with like a teal edge to it. It's kind of cool. It's kind of
Okay.
cool. I thought it was going to be bright blue in your face, like a school jumper or something.
Okay,
It's
so
not. It's
just
really cool.
looking over for color inspiration because again, I'm loving the
Yeah.
idea of browns. I'm loving the greens. I am sitting there going like, if you go like mostly tan, so that's very 1940s. That's very all creatures great and small.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
And then, sorry, I saw this book cover. This is History of the Kings of Britain. But if you take that color
Of
palette,
course it is.
Mhm.
Oh, how
that would be very
beautiful.
cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That sort of
That would
rust,
be
and then you have the
beautiful.
golds and the blues in there. That would make a really cool sweater.
That is really
Yeah.
cute. I like those colours. Muted,
Mhm.
whereas mine's bright in your face, deep purple.
Well,
Oh my
I mean,
gosh.
there's a
Maybe
bit
I
of that.
should.
I mean, I don't know if you can see in this photo, but there's a couple of the bright blues and the
Yeah.
kind of belly
Yeah.
greens and mustards. But yeah, just again
Okay.
as ideas. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
But then again, when all the colours
Yeah,
meld
yeah.
together, when you do some colour work, it sort of
Yeah.
tones down other colours. So if my colours don't tone down the purple, I'm just going to look like a weirdo, a bumblebee, like big purple goblin or something.
Well, it's a
Hamburglar.
lot of
That's what I'm
fine
going to look like,
stitches.
Hamburglar. Bright purple Hamburglar.
Grimace.
Okay, I'm really... Yeah, that got... Well, whatever. I can't remember. It's beyond me now. But all I could
Yarny?
think of is that beautiful chocolate tweedy brown that was in the local yarn store. I need to own that at some stage.
You will.
I don't know. I will. Not
Well,
for this
just
project,
because-
perhaps.
You could do it in a different color work project, Joe.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Oh, it's a color I would use just on its own. And it's funny because I'm there going, have you got 11 balls of that? Have you got 11 balls of that? Of course they do. Because I was hoping she'd say, no, we only have 5 or 6, and then it would be impossible. But of course they do. 11 balls of everything, no problem. So that's the largest size, which I would never need that many. Now looking at that, I think I'll do a 5,
So
a size
Cherie,
5.
or Liz, so then theoretically, because the pallet is in the 50 grams, I would have the amount
Yeah.
of.
hmm
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
Oh gosh.
It's nice
okay.
yarn. It's very nice.
I know. I need
It
to
is. I
like
like
wait
pallets.
though.
It's
That's
a
the problem.
workhorse. It's
I've
not
used
like
pallets
super,
for
super
hats
strong,
and every in
but
color
it's
work.
great for color work.
I've used it for color work, but I've never steeped it. So we'll see how that goes.
Hopefully
I
it
love
goes
the needle
well.
felting idea though.
Mm.
Yeah,
I do.
that
Yeah.
is a good idea. I actually
So
might
maybe if you
do
have
that.
red, you use red yarn, and then when you stab yourself, it won't show up on your yarn.
Oh. Or just make sure you're watching a true crime when you're doing it, because
Yes.
then
There you
it'll,
go.
you'll get in the
Yes.
feeling for it.
Yeah, there you go.
Well,
wonder-
it'll be the who done it or who
Mm-hmm.
I missed the name.
Yep, the mystery.
Jeannie's
Who
mystery.
done it?
Mystery
villain.
who done it.
There'll be murder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
there you go.
Now listen, guys, I wonder, has anybody is it feasible that you could do a like a chroma yarn for that?
Chroma superwash,
I've
isn't it?
not knit with chroma. Yeah, I wouldn't do a
Let me look.
superwash at all.
Is it super
I'm
wash?
turning into a
me
yarn
look. I'm
snob.
looking it up.
I only want to do 100% wool now.
I don't know if
Maybe
is
it's
it
not. I'm looking it up.
Speaking of
Oh.
Superwash.
back in the day, I used to buy a lot.
Yeah,
from
it's
them, but I
superwash
don't anymore
nylon.
'cause They kicked me off.
Okay.
But their stock
Never
yarn
mind.
did like a nosedive in quality before I stopped buying from them. So I have this stack of
Oh.
knit pick sock yarn, and it's like when it gets really fuzzy
Nice.
nylon,
Oh, no, not that
But
good.
when the nylon fuzzes and you're like, oh, this is pretty
Yeah.
cheap. So I have a pile
Yeah.
of that. And I'm like, "Oh, I could do socks in it still because I have it and I don't want to waste it, but then that's going to wear right through. So I don't know. Maybe I'll do like a baby blanket or
Oh.
something, but
What-
I don't.
What sort of colours? Are they solid colours or variegated?
They're solid. Some of them are tweed, but they're like
Oh,
in
nice.
in greens and reds, and there might be some blues in there, but
What about
Yeah.
just a lightweight boxy sweater that you can just throw on and go? If it's just cheap yarn or cheap feeling
Yeah,
yarn,
and
wouldn't you just
That's
nothing,
I could
you know,
I could do
classic or
something.
spectacular?
Yeah, but I mean, I could do it in stripes though. Probably, I don't quite have enough for
Colour
you know.
blocked?
Yeah, I could do like little stripes. I might
Intarsia?
have yeah, maybe not. I mean, I could.
Maybe not.
but
Not
it's
on
heavy.
you. Yeah, no, not on you. Yeah. Yeah, stripes. Just something boxy, lightweight, easy to throw on and go. Because you're very
Yeah.
tall, so you would use that. You would use
Yeah.
the extra length and have
Mhm.
nice long sleeves to just
Right.
throw on and go when you're traveling in the snow. Oh, I love summer. I love summer.
I know, Joe. You're so lucky. And then spring will come for us, and it'll be the same thing for you. So
Yep.
Yeah.
we'll just
Exactly.
live vicariously
around,
through
comes
you during
around.
the time.
But I get what you're saying though, Therese. Chroma would look really cool going through it.
Well, I was thinking like a chroma. I didn't say, specifically chroma. I wasn't sure if that was superwash or not. I'm looking at a shawl I did. I have the block that's in chroma. And it
Mhm.
seemed a little stickier than some other superwash. But
Okay.
what about like Zauberball or one of those, not self-striping, but one of those yarns
Color
that
change.
has the color runs,
I
That
think
would be cool.
Zauberball is too slick. I think Zauberball is not going to. It's too slick. It's not furry enough to grip.
I think
Yeah,
It's too
Primrose
manufactured.
Like something
I
that's
don't know.
along-
Yeah.
Primrose has the color changing. I don't know if hers is superwash
Yeah.
or not though.
Opal.
Okay.
Opal I mean, it's not going to grip probably as much as that Jameson, but it is fairly grippy yarn. So
Mhm.
that might work well.
Mm.
Yeah, I was just trying to
Mm.
think of alternatives to doing 4 different colors and that sort of thing. If people wanted to do more of an, I don't know,
Yeah.
not variegate ombre or something like,
Mhm.
Oh, just to do a vest, just to do the shape of the slip over.
yeah. Well, no, just
Yeah,
for
for
the
sure. You don't have to do color work.
You mean, I see what you're saying,
no,
doing
that's
it,
not
the
no, the
color
color would
changing.
be one
Oh,
yarn
it's
that changes
self-changing.
color,
Gotcha. Yeah,
There's
yeah,
there's
yeah.
a shawl.
Self-striping.
There's a shawl that I've been wanting to do. It's called
Mm.
the Thistle shawl, I believe. And it's an old pattern. And I've been wanting to do it. I've photocopied the pattern X amount of times and blew it up and this and that. It's
Mhm.
beautiful, and you can use the long color changing. I think some people actually use Noro, like maybe the sock yarn. I'm not sure what the weight.
Yeah,
Oh, there she
yeah.
went. But yeah, you can use.
The thistle shawl. Liz, can you
It's
look it
called
up?
Thistle.
Can you look it up?
Yeah, let me look that up.
Can we see it? If you don't mind.
Yeah.
Sorry, I know you have the devices there. Could you show me? Especially if it's done in like a graduating changing yarn or
Yeah, that's what it's done in, and it's stunning. And
By Peony
I've been
Guri.
wanting to do this for probably 15 years.
By Peony Guri.
But hold on,
That
I gotta
one?
get my. I can't see. Hold on.
she's got to get her eyes on.
No, I don't know if that's it.
No.
Let me see if I can find it.
Here's another picture of it.
No, we're on Ravelry.
Like that, Trace?
Oh,
That might be it. I don't think I've seen that one. Yeah,
It's by
that's
Peony
nice.
Guri.
Whatever that is.
It's the same
Ooh,
pattern,
okay, I
just in
like
different
that.
color.
yeah, I think that's it.
Here's
It's
it in
an
blue.
older
That's very
pattern.
cool.
Yeah,
You could use the color
but
changing yarn.
some
That would be
people
really
did
cool.
it in like a color changing yarn.
Like the primrose yarn.
Oh,
Yeah.
Eagles have not got any points on the board in the first
What?
quarter.
Nope.
Golly gosh.
Ooh.
Come on,
There you go,
Eagles.
Trace. This one is in color changing.
I need to check my fantasy.
Yeah, I
feed.
think that's the pattern. I think so.
Yeah, the
Oh,
background.
There's a number that's
wow.
Ooh,
The background's the color changing, not the flower. So that's really
that's
cool.
How cool is
pretty.
that? I'd wear that
That's
on a
very
vest.
cool. Yeah.
That is very cool. That looks technically challenging to me. It scares me.
But it's
Big
not.
quotes.
It's
But it's
exactly
color
what
work
you want to
flat,
do
though.
with the best.
Yeah, but it's flat color work. It's not in the round.
That's the one, Liz. That's the one.
I think you would cut that. I mean, if I was doing that, I would do the staking.
Yeah.
Mm,
But it's a big
Mm.
chart too with that repeat. It's beautiful, but that would take
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So anyway, when you see the ones on that have the color changing yarn, that's what I was thinking for this vest. Instead of
for the
getting
Fair
4
Isle.
different colors, just get one main color and then the color changing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you could just, it's only 12 stitches across, so you could draw up your own graph and
Yeah.
color it in.
You gotta
with
love
how you
her
wanna do it.
disclaimer. Her disclaimer,
What?
this is a free pattern. I don't offer any kind of pattern support. If you need help to understand this pattern, you are free to ask any
never
person
do.
in any group in any universe of your liking and disposition. It's a badly written pattern, and I
Wow.
still don't offer pattern support. It sucks. Okay.
Well, there's
That is a woman who has
Fair
had
enough.
far too many people ask her, and she's like, "Guys, just
Yep.
it's
Leave
yours.
me alone.
I'm handing this to
Mhm.
you. You're going to have to get a friend.
There's actually a group
Phone
on
a friend.
I will
Ravelry.
not be accepting questions at this time."
Yeah, there's
Or
a group.
ever.
And I don't know if it's specifically for that pattern, but there's like a
Mhm.
stranded knits group on Ravelry that has a whole section just for that pattern. So
Wow.
people help each other with it. So
Fair
it's
enough.
not-
Yeah, it looks a
Fair
bit
enough.
tricky for me. Above my
I-
but
technical abilities.
I don't think it is. I think it's just color work.
I think I will have to do a full color work vest first before I
Yes.
venture out on it anything more
For sure.
Mhm.
dangerous.
Mhm.
So
But anyway, my point was the color changing yarn and whether you could use it instead of buying different colors.
you could,
Yeah,
totally.
for sure.
I mean,
Of course you could.
you could do it in the
Mm.
vest, yeah, and then you wouldn't have to worry about alternating colors and all that stuff.
Right.
Very
Yeah, it'd be
smart.
cool. Even if you did it for one of the colours and you watched, oh
Yeah.
no, there would be too much change in it, wouldn't there?
Well,
Yeah.
depends on. Yeah.
Not if you did it for like one of the, not the two main colors, but the other colors, the little pop colors.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
that would be really cool because it would be unexpected pops coming through it.
Yeah, all different all the way through against the main colours.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So
But no,
for
it's
January,
no
that's
big
our thing,
deal.
huh?
Yeah, it's no big deal. It's just a slip over vest, 2 colours each row, 12 stitch repeat. Easy peasy, and then we're going to cut them up at the end of it.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to
Question.
overthink it.
Okay,
Yes.
here's my
Unlike me.
question. Do we get to
Yes.
bitch about it as much as Tabitha does about a Stephen West pattern?
No, it's not like your nipples are going to be hanging out of it. Thank you, Tabitha.
They
What
look
we
like
have to
they-
do is
they
make
don't look
sure.
like swastikas or
Unless
anything.
you really messed up the steak and put the armhole somewhere it shouldn't be.
Like really,
Well-
really low. Like those guys who have the muscle shirts with the sleeves ripped off and then like cut almost to the bottom.
Yeah, we'll have muscle tees. Yeah, muscle vests. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what we'll be wearing.
color work
very
muscle
The
vests.
only
Yeah.
thing, the only thing we need to do is make
Have to make
sure
my
there's no
band
erratas since this was published. That's the only thing I've got to be reminded. I need to grab the next Knitter Mag or look online, make sure there's no problems with the actual pattern design, and then we're good to go in January. No big deal.
Yep.
It's just a project I'd like to do, and Neil volunteered everybody else to do it with us.
He's like
Oh,
that.
did he? I must have missed
Oh, what
that
I
one.
really do want to do is I need
Like
to
he
find
doesn't
out. I need to
volunteer you
watch.
anything, Morgan.
I know Denise is never going to speak to me again, so I need to watch Two Sisters and Some Yarn again and find the name of that pattern of the cardigan with the wide sleeves, because I do have
The one with the
superwash
hump?
wool at home that I
It's
want
the
to use.
hexagon.
That one with the
Are you
It's
talking about the
hexagon.
one with the hump sleeve? For
The
with
cardigan,
the bump in it?
yeah.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah,
with
Um,
the-
Yeah,
Tell her
that is,
you knit that sweater to be like, hey Denise, look at that.
I'm going
Normal
to.
sleeves.
I want to knit that sweater. When she
With
showed
the
the first sleeve, I was
modification, yeah.
hooked. I was like, oh, that's something I would like to make. And then I saw the
what
second sleeve,
cardigan is that?
and I
can't
thought,
remember
what
what the name
drugs
is.
was she on that day?
I'm
I'll have
sure
to go
Denise
back and
or
watch
Amy
through
knows.
again.
I'm sure Amy knows what it is.
Yeah, I really want to get
I
that
thought you
pattern
meant
and buy
the-
that
the straight
pattern.
one. Hmm.
Okay.
And then you're
I
going to
think-
knit a
No,
normal
no.
sleeve.
Yeah, I've got variegated yarn, so it'll look a bit funky, but because I'm never going to match the colours together. But I really want to make that cardigan, not as a house coat, Denise. It's really pretty. I'd like to wear it out until it's worn out. I guess for the laughs, if I sit there with a glass of wine, I could watch their podcast again, and it was a really interesting podcast anyway. But when it got to that point, I thought I was going to lose my mind when I saw that.
She
So it's
was
not like
very
I'd put them
blasé
on
about
double
it.
time
I've
or
got to
something.
admit, she was very blasé. She's like, yeah, it just is, but I'll just wear it around the house. It's fine. Okay, you can just pull it back that
She's
little
so
bit. And
chill. Yeah. Ooh.
Okay,
see?
what about this?
Ooh,
See?
that's pretty.
Oh.
Down a
I
rabbit
think
hole
I
now,
really
my friend.
like this.
Uh-huh. That's
What do you
fantastic.
think?
Oh, you're
What's going to
killing
be your
me.
main color? What's going to be
I
your
think-
main color?
Wow, I
The
love those
navy, I
colours.
think.
Yeah.
The
And
dark.
then I'd go
Yep.
You and Joe with the dark
maroon.
purple vests.
Yep.
the light
Is that
blue and
purple?
a
Yeah.
bright red.
Oh.
Ooh, that'd be
Very
pretty.
cool.
The maroon and the red would be a cool combination.
Show me those
Yeah.
blues again, Morgie. Morgie, show me those blues again. Yeah, no, that
No, you
middle
haven't.
blue.
What, the midnight
Mix
blue
that
would be
little,
out?
little. Yeah. Oh, that's so nice.
Wait, so
Or maybe the
so
red. I'd do the blues
How
and that
would you
darker
do
one.
it?
Mix the red.
Mm.
That
Oh,
is
see, she's
so
going to do blue,
nice.
burgundy, blue, and red. And ditch the one on the end, right?
Oh.
The blue on the end.
Gonna ditch that
The
pretty
bright blue.
blue on the end.
Yeah, and
Oh, I
do
love that
so the
blue.
dark blue,
Okay.
the maroon, the light
Yeah,
blue, and the
yeah,
bright red.
very pretty. You're gonna
Yeah.
stand out,
That'll be
girlfriend.
cool.
See, I would have ditched the red. Very nice.
big.
Very nice.
Go big or go home, I guess.
Very nice.
We'll have to see Anne's color picks. Which
Oh,
shade of brown
Did I,
and
did
green?
I make
All
a
the chocolate
mistake?
brown.
Yeah,
I
no,
made a
I think
mistake. Let
Morgan,
me
those
just.
are fantastic. I'm all about that.
Yeah,
like
I,
those.
they're stunning,
Do it.
especially with blue jeans. They're stunning. Very nice,
Amazing.
Morgie. Very, very nice. Let me just
Very
fold this
cool.
back. Don't you
Pinterest
hate
to the
tinking the
rescue.
edge stitch? I do. Okay.
Color is color.
but yeah, I'm not sure what I'll
Well,
do.
this has been fun. I'm so glad Anne and Morgan came because
That was fun.
Yeah.
since you
Oh,
and
Eagles are on
we
the
just
board.
seen,
Woo-hoo! 7-7, guys. Sorry. Women shouldn't talk about sports. I know. 7-7. Go, Eagles. Go.
Oh, we should talk
Women-
about
Morgan,
baby showers
What?
and live
According
life
to
laugh, and
According to
And,
Tomsky and Co.
recipes for Jello molds. What?
that's right. That's all we talk about, anyways. It's just us and those Jello molds, day in, day out. I don't even know why we bother anything else. Anyways, speaking of Jello molds,
it's a
I just
Midwest
realized
thing,
I had
yeah.
set this to the side, and it's your color scheme, Morgan.
Oh my god.
Speaking of
Yes.
Jello balls, go ahead.
It is Batman
Yes.
Vampire that I picked up at this nerd store on the way home, and it's illustrated by
Nerd
Monsieur Kelly Jones, which he's
Oh, that's awesome.
he's hilarious.
Yep.
I love that. His
Yep.
wife, he and his wife are equally funny. But
Yep.
anyways, no, Morgan, it's your color scheme though.
It is.
it
It
is.
really
So
is.
nice.
It does look
It
really
is
good.
exactly.
Her vest.
No, but
Yeah.
I had just pulled a page and then there
I'm
are
gonna
so
call it
many
my
people getting
vampire
eaten.
Batman vest.
Yeah, look at that.
That's what I'm gonna call it.
That is exact. And then there's like someone getting straight murdered on the other side. But
Oh,
you know,
nice.
there's-
Fabulous.
That's so funny. I love it. That's perfect.
Yep.
That's it, Morgan.
That's fabulous.
That's
I'm
your
gonna
color
call
scheme,
it
Colors.
Morgan.
my vampire Batman vest.
Very
Yeah,
Now
nice.
you just have to decide which yarn you're
Look
going
at
to
him
use
go.
and try to get it on sale.
I know, right?
So I've not used the Jameson or the Holst. I have the Holst. I haven't used it yet, but I do like Palette. It's a good
I like
yarn.
palette. Yep.
Mhm.
I have bunch palette. I got to see. I'm not on board yet. I'm just scoping things out.
You're such a fibber. You secretly want to join us. I know you do.
Oh, and Dallas fan.
Uh-oh.
Good thing Amy's not
Oh.
here. We know how she feels about the Cowboys.
Well, we love you
The
anyway.
Eagles are okay. You can be a Dallas fan. I'm good with you. It's all good.
Just the Australian.
guys, not to
Says the
spoil this book
Australian.
for you, but Vampire Batman does not make it.
Where did you get that book? Ann?
What?
It's like, can I find that online? Because I think my daughter would love that.
Oh, I'm sure you can find it online. I got it.
Okay.
It was a store called K&B Collectibles in Menominee. Absolutely
Yep.
go if you happen to
That's
be
in
Menominee.
Wisconsin.
Oh,
In
yeah.
Menominee. It's like the Muppets. Phenomena.
Oh,
That's
you know
Menominee?
what we should
Is that really a
do?
place?
Yeah.
Menominee.
Oh, let's tell her about a condiment walk.
Wait.
Who?
We need it. Wait. We need to play a game on here
McConnell
where y'all try to pronounce
Who?
Wisconsin.
You all have such
cities.
funny
I can do
names.
it. I can do it.
I know. Wait. Teresa, it wouldn't count.
You'll
'cause
have
you
weird
know it.
names for your towns.
No, we
I
should
can do it. Yeah.
We should do that one night. That would be hilarious.
Menominee
That would
and
be funny.
Sheboygan and
Sheboygan, yes.
Oh, my
Kohler,
gosh,
where the
yes.
toilets
What's
are
that?
from. Yeah.
What's
Manitowoc.
the other one I always get wrong? The Potomac, Potomac, whatever you call it.
Is it
Potomac.
Batman
Potomac?
Tales of the?
Potomac. Yeah, that was a
Potomac.
Is it
weird one.
Batman? Is it Batman Tales of the
Potomac.
Multiverse?
Reminds me of that Cars movie with Maida.
Wow, it's $199
Potomac.
on Amazon.
See, Maryland has
Weird
a lot
name
of
to
don't
those
listen to
Indian
Amazon.
names,
Amazon
so,
lies. Go to eBay or thrift books.
Okay, because I'm not paying that for it.
No, I paid all of $13.
Yeah. Woohoo.
But of course, no.
Big
The
spender.
cool thing about this store, though, Okay, it was just floor to ceiling collectibles, but the weird stuff. So there was
Wow.
boxes of stuff like this, but it was like, do you want an action figure that is Indiana Jones in his white pinstripe suit with the flower? Or like the little boar creatures from Willow, or the wife from 300, her action figure. It was like all of the wacky
I
cool
do.
stuff. There was one.
Yeah, I like that stuff.
It was a Batman and
I
it
do.
was a Batman and Joker action figure set, but it was the Joker as a
Yeah.
policeman from The Dark Knight without his makeup, so it's
Oh,
just
yeah.
his face like that.
Nice.
It
Yep.
was cool.
Very cool.
Joe
I
Bob,
like
come
to
to
go shopping with you,
Wisconsin,
Anne. That would be
we'll
so much fun.
Uh-huh.
'Cause
I would. My
I
daughter
like
would love
that
that
kind of
too.
stuff.
Fine go knits.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for showing up. Our
Thank
internet.
you.
Okay,
Wow.
end of the first
I will
quarter,
thank-
and the Eagles are on the board. That's all that matters. At least we give it a little
Nothing
red
else
hot
matters
go.
with that.
Give it a college try.
Giving it the college go. Yep, all good. So what's coming up? I've got to finish this. I've got to finish this.
Oh, what's coming
I
up?
gotta finish mine too.
What's coming up? There's nothing crazy coming up, is there, for November and December?
No,
Oh,
there's
Can we just
well,
relax and
tomorrow.
finish,
No, there's murder. Murder's coming.
Who done it?
but not
Starts
till
in
January?
No, Tabitha has a murder something starting in December, I think.
Oh,
Does she?
okay. So there is
Think-
something
I
happening,
think I might be wrong, but I think she said murder December.
just to give us a little bit of panic for the end of the year.
and
well,
also
you think Christmas, you think murder, so I don't know.
Yeah. all the
Clearly,
time.
because
Yep.
it's us.
Yep.
So,
Yeah,
how we are.
Tomorrow, we're doing Knitting Wars on.
See,
Cool.
I thought so.
So yeah,
we
Knitting
couldn't
Wars.
decide. Yeah.
Michelle from
Yeah.
Naughty Knitwits will be joining us, which is super.
Oh,
Oh,
jealous.
she's
I'm so
lovely.
jealous. I
Yeah,
wanna talk
and
to her.
yeah, I'm really excited for her coming on, and
Yeah.
Caro Brown will be joining us again, and it's going to be a grand old time.
Caro, yeah.
Cool.
Wow.
We need to get
Oh,
Michelle
that's
on here.
lovely. I do enjoy
She would
Michelle,
like to.
listening to
It
her.
would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
watching her
she's
chooks
been
walk
giving
by.
us the runaround a little bit, but I'm really excited.
I know. I
Naughty
messaged her
girl.
and I was like, come
I
on,
know.
you gotta come on, So
Well, it's hard when life gets in the way.
Make
And
some
now it's the
time for us,
holidays.
Michelle. Very
and
cool.
it's time zones and it's all that. I get it.
Hey, we win the multiple
Mhm,
time zone
mhm.
award.
We
and
do.
knitting award.
And I'm gonna
So,
wear my scarf when we get the award.
Neil said mittens, mittens.
Am I being
mittens.
nominated for an award? Can I? I better get my
I don't know.
acceptance
Nominated for
speech just
every
in
award,
case.
every category, all the time.
We're nominating each other.
Oh man,
We're
I want to
women enough.
practice my look
Oh,
where you
boy.
clap and smile like you really think that they don't deserve that award instead of you. And
I'm gonna work on my fake crying. I'm just
really?
yeah.
Oh gosh.
You and
never
Amy
know
did
who
have
they
some
would come.
lovely expense. You had very nice.
When are the
expenses.
awards being held? I haven't even got my invitation yet, so I don't believe I'm getting anything.
Yeah, because you're the
We
Jada
haven't gotten that
Pinkett
far
of this
yet.
place.
I think this will be
Hey,
after.
don't you talk about my
you've done
hair
it.
or their lack thereof. Don't you dare.
Just go back to your entanglements,
Don't you
okay?
dare. Wow, I could wear a wig. I do like my wigs.
You wear a reverse wig, like a like a non-wig.
Like shower
The
cap.
scalp on. That's called a bathing cap. It's called a bathing cap, you weirdos. So my hair doesn't go green in the swimming pool.
Okay.
You guys are
Thanks,
crazy.
guys.
Don't know why I
Thanks for
hang out
coming.
with
If
you
it's your
weirdos,
first time,
honestly.
Welcome to
Up
the
to no
chaos.
good.
This is us. This is how
Okay,
we are
so
every
Stephen
week,
West
so-
Hibernity, that's all come out, has it?
Yeah, it starts
Too
soon,
bad
doesn't
I'm
it?
never buying it
I know
because I'm
he's
stubborn despite my own nose.
selling
Has
kits
the
or
Hibernity
something
3
for
come
it.
out yet?
Seriously, winding your yarn.
I haven't knit anything from the first two bloody books anyway. So why do I need a third one?
She's so mad at him.
Stephen.
That's the
She's
spirit.
winding her yarn.
That's the spirit.
I'm so mad because I stuffed up this yet again. This puritanical shawl is never getting finished. Yes, Stephen, whatever your name is, whoever you think you are, big boy, I'm coming for you. Going to start designing all sorts of crap, and I'm going to put them in multiple designs. My one single textured pattern design. It's going to be a hat, a cow, a sweater, socks, pants, leg warmers. I can up the ante with you, Stevie, baby.
Hey, you can
I'll make
top him.
millions. Oh,
No, Joe. Joe, you can top him because
Lola
he does
Bean will
dog
be begging
sweaters.
me to sell her yarn in my store.
You can do lamb.
Not a problem.
Anyway, it's been
You can
great
totally
chatting
top
to
him.
you girls.
I would absolutely
Just
love
joking.
Joe to do an all-out turf war with Stephen West. You don't
I
know
would
my
pay to
name
see
yet.
that.
You will.
Yeah,
Can we
fuckery.
call him
Now,
everything?
Yeah.
now, turf war, TURF, not TERF.
TERF. He can't beat me on that one. Come on.
No.
Come on.
I think
Oh,
you killed Morgan.
It'll be
Hey,
Miracle on Ice, but with knitting.
Speaking
there
of
goes all the
cults,
subscribers. Bye.
speaking of cults and culture,
Yeah,
I watched another program on Netflix about your twin flames cult.
I've
you
never
seen that yet?
I don't know if I want to watch it.
I
or
have not seen that one yet.
Oh, you do now. You do now.
I can't
Because it's full
when I
of
hear the
very
word
interesting characters on the twin flames
yes, but when I hear that word,
program,
I think,
whatever.
when I hear
Don't
that
sue
term,
me,
I think
dude.
of
He
somebody
tried
I
to sue people, parents who were
I
trying to get their children out of the cult. So, yeah, I watched that
Yeah.
last night. That was very interesting. All y'all have
Yes,
some
but like-
weirdos in your country and cults. Wow.
Good thing there aren't any in
Says
Australia.
the chick from the penal colony, but whatever.
Actually, I was going to say, I can't talk because we had that blonde-haired religious cult where the lady just was adopting all these blonde-haired, blue-eyed babies and children into her cult. So we did have that weirdo in Victoria where Shad lives. That's his problem, not mine. I wouldn't live in that state.
I think his wife
Yeah,
is
it's been
blonde.
Shad's wife.
Yes.
Shad, can't wait to see you at the Melbourne meetup whenever we do that, Shad. I'll bring my sword and my blonde wig. Oh, my goodness. Thank
Shad's
you, Anne
awesome.
Pinkerton.
His book, he's
He's
gone to the
lovely,
publishers
except he
now.
lives in the wrong state. He's like in the Portland of Australia, that guy right now, but that's okay. That's where he lives. No offense to anyone
Okay.
who's watching who lives in Portland, just speaking my truth. We all know that could be
Okay.
anything and not
On that
mean
note,
anything
I think
to
we
you.
should probably
He's lovely, but he lives in the weirdo state. Doesn't matter.
love you, Joe.
Doesn't matter. We're limited. We don't have as many states or territories as you have, and that's just the one that I would never live in. One. So that's okay.
Okay. All
Yep.
right.
Thanks, guys.
I
I stuffed up my.
Probably live in the one nobody wants to live in here. So,
Work and breathe.
Oh, you live by a lake, a lovely lake, and it's really
yeah, I live
picturesque. It's
with the
beautiful.
dictator. But yeah, but other than that, it's great. Yeah.
Not
It's
because
okay.
of
So we're
arguing.
coming up to Christmas. We're coming up to Thanksgiving, I mean, and then we
Yes.
can do Christmas. Can we have a pajama
Yeah.
party for Christmas?
Absolutely.
Sure.
With
Fine.
Santa
Shall we?
hats.
And with Santa
With
hats.
Santa hats, can we? I do
And
love a
Anne
good
has to
Santa
come.
hat.
Santa.
You have to come to our pajama party with Santa
Pajama
hat.
party.
No,
I would also like to say.
I have a novelty
Oh, yes,
bathrobe.
Anne?
I'll come as Captain America. It'll be great.
Fine.
Oh, cool. Okay, breaking the rules as always, Anne Pinkerton. I'd just like to also
Pajama party.
say,
You can show up in your bathrobe at a pajama party.
She said Christmas pajamas.
only if you're
Anne. Pay
Tabitha.
attention.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
weird.
I got it for Christmas.
Oh, cool. Listen, there is availability for other people, knitters, crafters, to join us here too. We do have
Sure.
the room for more people. So if you'd like to
We
come and
do.
just sit here in the corner and say nothing and knit, you're very welcome. You don't have to speak to us. I mean, Tomsky's
Well, we
been here.
prefer
He
that you
doesn't knit
do.
and he doesn't show his face. So you're very
do we have-
welcome if you feel like hanging
Are you
out
gonna
with
give
us.
them, like,
Just
a
let
word
Liz
limit?
Clothier know.
Just put a
Yeah,
comment down in the
just
comment
contact Liz
after
Clothier,
the
our
video.
producer here. and let her know you'd
And
like to come and sit with us, so I can
Well,
poke
yeah.
fun at you and your
And
knitting.
remember to comment below after the video is finished to enter in the giveaway.
Yes. that
Please,
too.
yes.
Yes.
Let me know what you're grateful for this year, or at any time, or any day, or right now that we're nearly finishing up so you can get on with your day. But I really want to know what you're grateful for, because I'm just grateful for the small things like a good fitting bra and undies that don't roll down over my muffin top and bunch up a bit, you know.
I guess
So
I'm
I'd
grateful
really
I
like
don't
to
live in
know
a
what you're
Portland
grateful
of
for,
Australia.
and we will get
So.
together, have a few laughs, and no, not to mock any of you, and choose a winner. And Chicken Lady Fibre Arts will be waiting to offer you 3 skeins of her yarn, any ones that you choose, and we'll pay the postage, and you'll get an early Christmas present.
I want to win that. I want to win that. I'm going to say I'm
Well, then
thankful
say
for
what you're
stuff.
grateful for.
Yeah, that's great. I want to see it. I just want to see what you're grateful for, because I'm grateful for our fellowship and our friendships, and you've all put up with me for all these years. It's just been amazing. I'm really grateful for that, because I don't know, my life would be very quiet and very boring without the lot of you. I'd be
Absolutely,
I'd
mine
be a
too.
hermit for sure.
Me too.
So best I be a pain in the ass and talk to you every week. I'm going for
All right, well-
infini fat size. I don't know what infini. Are you meaning like infinite, like never ending? Is it going to expand? Oh, knitting by numbers. Are you going to knit by numbers? And it's going to expand to fit any shape, Neil James.
I think on that
Wow.
note, we should probably go.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
Neil might respond and
Has
it could go
anybody
on
got
forever.
anything else to chat about, or are we good for today?
I think so.
We're good. I think some
Thank you,
people want to go
Anne.
watch
Thank you,
football.
Morgan.
Thank
Thank
I need
you,
to go cook
guys.
dinner. Thanks,
Yeah.
Anne,
When you
Morgan,
guys
Come
and
back
do
next
Julie.
week.
Come back
I
when
love
you
it
can.
too. And I love seeing your knitting and getting some ideas. So now I've got ideas for my minis, and I'll have a look on your Insta and find out what that pattern is and purchase that. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate
And
you.
you can,
You're
and you can go
amazing.
watch Two Sisters and Some Yarn and find out what
And
the
thanks
name
for
of that
letting us know what we
cardigan
missed
is.
out at the Nerdrotic meetup.
Yeah.
Knitting Wars tomorrow on the
Knitting
political
Knitting
Wars
Wars.
Knitting Wars
And if
tomorrow.
and
Be there.
finish up your puritanical
Okay.
knitting fun run projects. Got till the
Comment
end of the month.
below. What
so
are you
can do an
grateful
awesome
for?
picture.
Share it with me. I want to know what's in your heart. That's lovely.
Also,
Bye, girls.
Murder Knits has a new episode out.
Bye, Neil.
Yes, she
Bye,
does.
Check her
bye
out.
Neil's mum.
Neil's mom. Hi, Neil.
Hi, Neil's cat.
Bye, Neil's mum.
Hi, Neil's
He's a
cats.
celebrity, you know.
Oogly cats.
Bye, guys.
Oogly.